All right. I am working on it.
Loon watch.
What did you just say?
I said loon watch.
Loon watch. What does that mean?
Yeah, loon watch. Like watching the loons, watching the whales, but we're watching loons.
I see. I see. If you are joining the chat, awesome. Welcome. I am going to be streaming this momentarily. Please stand by. We're live already, actually, but I mean, the main show.
Yeah, definitely live. Is Shanny live yet?
Yep.
Awesome. Hi, Sinister Porpoise.
All right, I'm sharing the screen in just a moment.
Hey, Spooky. Shattered Tigger.
No cussing.
Christian.
Back when she was pure.
Oh, look at the pretty smile she has. Oh, come on, Scott. You want to watch. I can't hear them. I have high standards for audio quality in streams, especially if I don't have to run the stream myself.
Right? There we go.
2012.
All fixed.
And it didn't start on YouTube. It was on a podcasting thing called Podomatic.
Okay.
And the name of the podcast was called Yod-Hey Vav Hey is God. It's YHW. Excuse me.
Is it echoing for you guys?
YHVH, I believe.
Yes.
There's a W. I'd have to check.
I'm trying to figure out why that's echoing.
And a V is a W. You know that. It's interchangeable.
Nobody's playing that besides us, right?
No,
it's
the
just us.
tetragrammaton or something.
Exactly. The tetragram. You got it. Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
G-Man doesn't know his stuff, guys. Come on. He
Mhm.
does. He's a smart brother. Anyway.
Is that better?
It was called Yod-Hey Vav Hey is God.
Yes, that's good.
Jesus is Yod-Hey Vav Hey. And I did like a certain amount of podcast type things, but they were pre-recorded. I think it was before like live podcasting.
Mhm.
I think it was before that. But the website still exists. My stuff is still up there. You can get it on iTunes. I talk a lot about the New World Order in that because I was wanting to get my stuff out there. It's like, it was just what I felt a calling to do it immediately. But when I wanted to do Revelation News while my mother was alive,
Mhm.
but she didn't want me doing anything like this. She said, "Do you want to end up like Alex Jones, harassed all the time?" She was right. She was right.
Mhm.
But I was meant to do it because of this book.
He's
and
suffering,
I believe in
so
Christ, and I have a testimony to give. I have something to say about Jesus. I love him, and I want to share it with people. So I did it.
Yeah, look at G-Man nodding his head.
I believe that there's a place in Christianity for Christians to point out the things that's happening behind the scenes.
Hear it if I lower it
with
down?
Bible prophecy. And while I don't agree with everything that I see going on in the
How's that?
movement, I do believe it has its place in that we
That's-
Christians need to wake
that's
up to the
good.
things that's going on behind
Okay,
the
good.
scenes.
Absolutely.
So
let me say,
the things that you were doing on your channel, I think, were
I
necessary.
can't do
'cause I
closed
remember
captioning while
when
it's
your
live,
channel
can
was
I?
up and you was doing the things that you were doing. So
yeah, thank you for that. I just want to state for the record, G,
Give
and
it a
I'll
try.
let you go to Shanny. I don't fully support the truth movement anymore either. Alex Jones is supporting a tyrant with Trump. Trump said that he would use the military on his own people. He should be out of office. The military should have immediately came in and said, "Sir, you're unfit to serve. You're under arrest." you violated the Constitution. But they didn't do that because, of course, they're going to support the president. They have to.
All right.
So that's my position. Go ahead, my brother.
All right. So I want to get back to the Queen herself, Shanny for Christ. Shanny, you talked about your experience when you came to Christ and the emotional moment that you had coming to him, watching the Passion of the Christ.
Nice.
When did you get
Please
into the Great
share.
Debate
Please
community?
share,
'Cause
folks.
I remember, as a matter of fact, I think I was in it before you. I think. I'm not 100% sure because you've been on YouTube longer than me. But when you got into the Great Debate community, you had a lot of opinions and you was extremely verbal. A lot of folk on here.
It was Brett King.
Oh wow!
I gotta
Okay.
say, Brett
Because we known
Keane
each
was
other
my
for
first.
years, and he's like, "Hey, there's a new platform if you want to go to it.
He was
It's
my
called
first
Google
hangout. I'm
Plus.
very ashamed
I
to
could
say.
go and have you talk to atheists, and you could start going out more with them." And I'm like, I was frightened because I knew how
Wait,
bad atheists
Jeep
were
me.
and how freaking vicious they were. So I'm like,
Shanny for
I'm like
Christ
this
was
little
converted by
baby
Brett Keane.
Christian going on the front line.
She also mentioned Passion of the Christ.
Preaching the word of God, and yeah.
Shanny,
Been
as an
doing it
ex-Mormon,
ever
I'd like to
since,
tell you a
I
story about some
guess.
golden plates.
So around what year
those
was
golden
it when
plates.
you first got into the whole like
The
Great
golden
Debate
dinner plates?
community, with when they first started the hangouts?
Yes,
Was
the
that
golden dinner
2008,
plates buried in upstate New
2009
York.
when you first started doing that?
The Great Debate. Okay.
Yeah.
Can they be delivered with
As-
DoorDash?
I don't know. I think you have
No,
to use
I've
Uber.
always been part of the Great Debate, like with the whole establishment of it.
The whole establishment. She established it.
We kind of
Not Steve
evolved
McRae.
into the Great
It's
Debate.
Shanny.
It wasn't like the Great Debate was established. It evolved.
I do like
into
her outfit.
something.
Yeah, and we definitely need to get into that. I'll go back to
You mean the
Revelation.
bedsheet with the Hulk in it?
Back to you, Shanny.
Also, Rev
Revelation
would
News.
make an excellent trans woman. And
I know.
hate
I
that
know
he has
when
a better
you
voice
first
than I
got
do.
into the Great Debate, you was dealing with Nadia Chambers. You want to talk about that a little bit and talk about what your
Rev would make an
experience like going into
excellent
Nadia's rooms?
trans woman. Yeah.
Well, he was Revelina for a little bit, if you recall.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love Nadia. Nadia was in our chat today.
Nadia, you're
And
beautiful.
I think
Nadia.
a couple days ago too. She was there.
Nadia.
And I call her a she. And I know if that offends Christians, I'm sorry. I'm just showing Nadia respect.
Christians who
That's
have a
all I'm
problem
doing.
with
Come on,
that can
Rev,
shove it
you
up there.
can yell
Nadia
you want
got
to
the
marry
surgery.
Nadia.
So that's
Sorry,
all I'm gonna
Christians.
say.
I'm
Like,
not misgendering
whatever.
people.
I'm not going to hate on her.
Be you.
I'm trying to be nice. Like,
Be you. Be you.
Wow,
This is
thanks a
safe
lot,
space.
Rev.
Be you.
That's big of you.
well,
It's
I
mighty
can
weight.
tell you, G-Man, that
Right?
there are a
I'm
lot of
trying to
people
be
that we've
nice.
met in here that are different people than we know.
One
I
minute
just
he's
found
like,
out
"That's
last
fine.
night
It's not a big deal." Next
that
minute,
guy
like
Sean-
if he's with somebody like him.
The guy that had the really, really good
actually think
camera.
Rev might be nice.
and
He's
he
just
was
gonna
an
talk about how
atheist. His
Sean
name was
is a
Christopher
pedo.
Hitchslap.
Damn it!
Oh, I remember him. Yeah.
Christopher
Did you hear
Hitchslap.
about him?
Yeah,
No, what
Christopher
happened?
Hitch slaps in jail.
Poor
I have to
kitty.
get you the link.
Scott wanted to tell him.
All right.
He
Hey,
was
kitty.
charged and convicted with child porn.
Okay.
He was
Touche, Rev.
recording children.
What's his name there?
That's
Matt
why he
Bell.
had such a good webcam, G.
I know how he's
Wow,
like.
I didn't know that.
He was
I
a
know how he's
pedophile.
like. Oh yeah.
And he was
Who are they talking about?
How many times? How many
He's talking
times was
about
Nadia
Sean,
Chambers,
who's Christopher
all the
Hitch
time.
Slack.
Slap.
all the
Uh,
time, dude.
Yeah.
It makes my skin crawl. I got like feelings like there was like bugs
It's
on
called
me when I'm thinking about
heebie-jeebies.
it.
Well, it's just because we'd been in so many hangouts with him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but see,
You know.
it puts in question everybody's moral fabric.
Bell.
Like if I knew these guys were pedophiles, if they came in the room, I would have left immediately.
Well, nobody thought Matt Bell
Yeah.
was a pedo because Matt
We
Bell's a
dealt with
just
these
grumpy
people,
old
G-Man.
nasty
Yeah.
man.
It's-
But
it's-
you know,
yeah, whoa,
You know.
it's bad. But
Mm.
my experience overall,
but
is
I think
it
what's
was
shocking
worth
with
it, and
the
Jesus
other
Christ
guy
is
is he's
Lord.
so good looking.
You know
He's a
why?
very nice looking
Because Nadia
dude.
Chambers is healthy today.
Shout out to
I was in
Faith.
there to
I hope
save
you're well,
somebody
Faith.
from
Awesome.
dying.
It's good to see
I'm
you.
honestly glad that
And Jesus
Matt Bell
did it.
was
And
before my
Nadia knows
time in
my
this
testimony.
corner of the community.
She listened
Like,
to me.
I'm,
Oh, don't worry, Kitty. We'll
glad for
send you the
that.
links. We'll send you
Right.
links.
Right.
I
Nadia's
hate
gonna
you.
come to Christ.
I hope so.
I love the one where
really
I'm in a
hope so, 'cause
hangout
then
with
it would
him
be
and
all
Christopher
worth it.
Mowdy's trying to have a
They
nice
actually had to endure
conversation,
those
and he's
hangouts.
just insistent on
But,
breaking it all.
Going back to Shanny for Christ, just to bring it on a
But like,
better
I
level this out.
I want to
Shanny,
blame Drag for
what was you talking about?
G-Man,
We're
but I
talking about how
can't because I knew of
you
G-Man
first got
before I
into the
knew
Great
of
Debate
Drag.
community. You've
But I
always
can
been
blame
into
him
it,
for Shanny
and Shanny
and
me
Rev
and Brett King
and
kinda got you
D-Roy
into into everything.
And
Who's some of the
Really, I have to blame Shanny for knowing about drag.
community that
well, I mean, but
Not
that's a
directly, though.
boon. That's a
attention in the great
benefit.
debate
Like
community?
drag
I
does a
would say from
public
around 2008
service.
to about 2010, 2011. During that time, who are the people that got your attention, and how did they influence you?
Because
Well,
apparently
I've
Shanny is the
been
one who makes racist comments to drag.
So, yeah,
That's only because drag wouldn't have sex with her.
Richard Coughlin 666.
Well,
Gotta-
it was
gotta-
like a
you know,
family
Napalm
event, though.
Matt,
The
gotta love
offer
Matt.
was
He's
for like both
amazing.
of them.
Yeah.
Onision?
Yeah.
No, I never really liked
Onision.
Onision.
It's getting good. It's getting good.
Onision, we only had like 5 subs or something like that.
Yeah, because he started in the, I guess the great debate community and I guess the ponage community, however you want to
Wait.
say it.
This is really, really, really old
Bonus
stuff.
Yeah, he
Really old.
started in that, and then the Amazing Atheist freaking railed on him for a really long time. But I wasn't really into Onision. I was more into like. No, I loved Richard Coughlin. I'm just gonna be like
Brett though? I thought you liked Brett a lot.
Brett was okay. He wasn't my favorite. I'm just saying who's my favorite.
Yeah.
Richard Coughlin was my favorite, and then let me see, Dev Shell. Dev Shell was a sweetie pie. Do you know who Dev Shell is?
Dev Shell, no. But I know about Coughlin.
She's definitely one of those celebrity
Okay,
chasers.
and
Like
then,
she's really into like
there's,
big YouTubers, like
Yeah.
Brett, did she mean Brett
PewDiePie,
Coon?
Onision.
See, I'm just thinking
just,
like
like,
back
go
at
opposite
all
of
the
that.
things I used to
All
watch,
YouTubers
and they're
chase
all
Brett.
like.
Well, it sounded like she
videos
said
that I
Brett.
used
Was
to
she
watch,
referring to Brett
bully
Keane?
videos.
Because
Yes.
I ran into him a few
And
months
it's
back
nuanced.
when
In fact,
Demi started the
there's
GDC
another old
thing.
school one that the old schoolers
That
would know.
was
Sarah Hano 6.
like
You might
fucking.
remember that
That
one.
was
He like
not
he did all his
pleasant.
videos,
I'll just
like,
leave it at
right,
that.
like to
It
this
was
angle.
not
Like
pleasant.
he'd always like you just see his eyes. And his blonde hair.
These were all great.
So if
This
Shanny
song
said
is to faith. Lusty says, "Why do
and
you
then there's,
block me? I never had a bad
Christopher Anderson,
relationship
aka,
with
Fake Sagan.
you."
if Shanny thinks she's going to get rich if she saves up her
and
G's,
then,
Happy Cabby. Happy
Yeah.
Cabby.
Oh, Happy
I'm
Cabby was a
talking about
weirdo.
Captain
Oh,
Awesome.
we'll talk about Happy
He
Cabby
was
some
my
other time.
favorite.
Oh gosh, Captain Awesome, where
Um,
are you? She wants you.
And I
She wants you. Are you open-minded?
I want her to want me.
No, he's now like a bum, and he's like going like living like as a bum.
Are we
Like,
talking about G-Man?
he has a
She's
interesting
got
life
Osmo and
now,
Stephen Craig
Chris-
mixed up here.
Captain Osmo.
No, Captain Awesome has his
but
own
yeah, I
house.
think
He
I
owns
dropped
his
enough
own house,
names
you
of
idiot.
people that I used to
She's
watch.
confusing him with King Steve.
So let's go and ask Revelation News the same question.
Does
Revelation
Steve
News,
even know who Shanny is?
Okay, hang
No.
on. Let me explain. Captain Awesome. I actually have a picture of Captain Awesome. Where is it? One
Just
second here.
mute their stream while they're talking, and then
Okay, that's a
you
good
won't
idea.
lose their.
We're probably
Good
not losing anything
idea.
anyway.
So like Captain Awesome, man, like this, like is I have a picture of him. Where is it? Dun, 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 dun. It's like right here.
How tastes my pee-pee?
That's Captain Awesome. Captain Awesome, right there. See, this man is not homeless. This man owns his own house, and behind him is Fiona. But like, you guys are morons, okay? I'm just saying. And
I mean, that was kind of a given. We already knew that about them.
that's JD
Just
Kane.
saying.
I mean, and Sam. You know, so like,
It's kind
That's
of
a
like
baby face drag, man. He looks so young there.
That's
and
not
that's what I
drag.
have to say.
It's
That's
G-Man.
drag. That's drag. Yes, it is. That's drag.
It's kind of like calling Red Frederick an asshole. It's redundant.
Drag is a baby face, man. But no, like my point is like Asimo is not a homeless person. So yeah, she's complete as usual. Shanny has
Unmute. Rev's making a face.
no idea what she's doing. Oh, Rev's making a face.
Okay, I think he was extremely drunk, and I'm not judging him because I was drinking then too. It's whatever.
We'll get to that. But are there any other characters on YouTube besides Nadia and like Wayne and people
Well,
like that?
Mark Anoia goes with him.
Mark Anoia.
Yeah, I know Mark and
Hashtag thanks, Mark Anoia.
Thanks, Mark Anoia.
Yeah.
The ones that impressed me, like Wayne was just scary, but Mark Anoia can actually really debate. when he's being a nice guy with you.
Mark
I
Anoya just
usually got
recycles
along
Fry
with Mark pretty well.
Which was rare.
and pitch slap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was being honest, he's a good debater. Who else? Alex Botten. I like
Oh,
that.
God. I can't wait to get Shanny to talk about him for a little while, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'll pass it to her. I've like, did I ever actually talk to Alex Botten directly? I don't think I did. I saw him in rooms.
You know,
I
as
listened
someone
to
from
him, I
Pennsylvania,
thought he was
Dutch
pretty
country, I use
entertaining.
words like button all the time when I go back
I know
home.
that he's been horrible to people in the community, but he didn't touch me. For
I went to the
some
store
reason.
and bought something.
I do absolutely remember that voice a few times saying, I do remember.
Rev is
him
showing
doing
us his
that.
work as a 900 sex phone operator.
I do remember him doing that.
Yeah,
Was that hot?
yeah.
Thanks, honey. But yeah, anyway, I do remember. G-Man.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
G-Man. Hey, you couldn't deny it. Shanny is hot. But anyway,
Go ahead.
fact of the matter is that they're the two that I
sweaty.
immediately. I talked to Aaron Raw.
He talked to Aaron Raw.
I
Ooh.
I gave my testimony. He said, well, I just would say maybe there's something if different going on there. Not God, but yeah, it's an
I
interesting
mean,
story.
fuck. A lot of people have. I've spoken with Aaron Raw. It's not that.
I've spoken
fucking-
with Aaron Raw.
It's not really that big a thing.
I
He talks
believe he
to
got
anybody.
there.
He's a really nice guy.
I have this weird idea notion, and it's probably too grace. It's too much grace, probably. But I just think it might be possible that you get a moment where the veil just opens and Christ comes through and says, hey.
And then you go into Krynos form.
And he comes through the veil.
Yeah,
and he's like,
no,
hey,
Christ will jump out like a pedo from a van and just be like, hey.
you gotta get saved now. You're
Hey,
gonna
as a
die."
van owner,
I
I
heard
want to say you're
in
absolutely correct.
I heard in Mormonism you have to have a secret handshake to get through.
We don't know if he's one of the elect. That's what Rebecca would say to you.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Yeah, that was stolen from the Masons.
Folks. No, go ahead. I'll give it a
Okay.
chance. Love
Okay,
it.
so Shanny, you mentioned some of the atheists that you ran into that influenced you, but you know what?
The handshake, not the fact that you needed to get into heaven.
History. You even defended me with Alex Botten. So why don't you let everybody know your thoughts and your views of Mr. Botten and your history of him?
I love Alex Botten, actually. I think he's a great guy. He's a great writer. He's a
Man,
great
they're really
artist.
in
He's a
nostalgia.
great singer.
Alex
and
Botten?
He puts out pretty decent content when he's not hating on people.
Like, I mean, here's the thing. When
so
Shanny puts
I
on like a ton of makeup,
He's-
she's not that horrible
there
looking.
was
But the fact of the matter is her personality
I never
shines
thought of him
through.
threat as much
And
as
I mean,
threat, I guess.
like from this angle, she does not look as
I
heavy
don't know, he just
as she
told me a
is,
little bit, not
and
like,
she doesn't look as nasty as she normally does.
okay.
Okay, so
Kitty,
But
that,
it's
that
not her
shine you're
personality.
referring to is all the grease from all the KFC.
Well, to me, he was.
We all look better with makeup.
to me, he was something totally different. But
Yes, we do all look better with makeup.
So anyway,
Guys with eyeliner, like the fucking Johnny Depp pirate look.
interacting with them,
Good
when you
shit.
got that got your attention, and you wanted to be in their rooms and talk to them a lot.
That guy.
Like, comment, and subscribe to this channel.
He was my favorite. And then
Okay,
there
so
was
her
you.
laugh kind of freaks me out. It's
Witness and
very
Testimony was a very good
body language. It's
place
very
to learn. What another
Little
You know
Mermaid.
what?
You're
You're right.
What
Now that I think about it, Shanny is just a really fat divine, but with a nasty personality.
Yeah, she is. She's channeling divine. It's true.
Who's
Am I-
Divine?
Divine was amazing.
I
Like,
I
hands
adore
down, one of my favorite fucking drag
Um,
queens ever.
They're just like, oh Jesus,
Oh.
777.
I wonder if Counterpoint has mentioned her.
You know,
Well, Divine is old. Like, the character of Ursula in The Little Mermaid was actually modeled after Divine.
you got Nephilim Free.
Like, that's a literal fact. So, like, she was saying the body language, she was talking about the
Oh,
lyric from Ursula's song, Poor Unfortunate Souls, in The Little Mermaid. See, I got you, Spackle. I know.
Yep. She's totally Ursula.
Give us a raw story. Because whenever I
100%.
talk about Raw, I always talk about how long it took him to preach the gospel. It took like 90 minutes to preach the gospel.
Oh Lord, Raw.
Well, there was
So
one time I was really
Raw looked
upset
like he was out of the
atheist, and I
Hatfield
was
and
just
McCoys with this
railing
big
at
long
people and
beard before it
screaming
became
and
hipster.
crying my eyes out. And Raw came in.
I'll
you
totally
know,
admit to whenever that song comes on with the Disney Greatest Hits CD when I'm riding in the car with my son, I start fucking belting that song. It is one of my all-time favorite Disney songs.
You've seen that too with you.
I love Ursula. Like, she's just an unapologetic badass bitch.
Relaxes you right away, and it's like,
She's
oh,
entertaining.
thank you.
For sure.
Yeah, Raw was good at that. Raw, but
And
Raw
I think the Sea Witch still had a better personality than Shanny for
knew
Christ.
how to be the peacemaker with everybody. He was really good at that, and he had his jokes. Yeah. So Raw, if you're watching this, Raw, or you see this, man, you need to get your butt back in this community and be a peacemaker over here because we need you. All right. But Revelation
Exiled
News,
was,
name some Christians who.
Was Raw a peacemaker in your life? I think he was one that put you on trial from that video I just recently watched. Super peacemaker, right?
As
YouTube,
as well as YouTube
I
in
don't
general.
remember
and,
what he said about me.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I have to rewatch it. But yeah, I noticed that he was talking to you though.
Oh, and G-Man, even though I look somewhat like Shanny as far as weight goes, I'm not interested.
I've been on the Bible Thumping Wingnet show, and I'm a female, so I don't think they have women on that show.
which I'm not supposed to do because Jesus said it, and Chuck would tell me, "No, Jason, that's wrong." He's
Who's
passed on
Chuck?
now, bless him. He's home with Nancy, his beloved wife. They were a beautiful couple.
Apparently, he's married to Nancy.
The best teacher. I'm not gonna. Sorry, I repent, Lord. He's not a teacher.
Repent of what?
Knowledge that he was the
We're
biggest
repenting
blessing
from
to
calling
me and my
someone a
mother
teacher?
because my mother was a great believer and she loved listen about Revelation, the book of Revelation. It really very much fascinated her even when she was like 8. She read it at 8 and she was
But the Book of Revelation is essentially just someone's fever dreams. Like
48.
Apocalyptic
2,
nightmares.
but she
Yeah,
remembered
definitely.
that day. Because
there's that lovely lady.
Oh my God, Israel's a nation.
Hello, my love. How are you?
People. Back then.
I'm like,
I can appreciate
very
that.
good.
I argue
Yeah.
for that all the time.
There's a lot of
Echo's
estrogen
gonna
in
go
here.
Crazy on that one.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of
Like
girls
we're
and
like
headless.
this is the estrogen ocean. Like
It's a bunch of girls and a
headless.
cock.
Look, Jesus is
Yeah, well, you know.
A literal cock.
Hear that
Bobby left,
Yeah.
damn it.
covenant
Well, we
Lenny,
probably still don't have as much
Daniel
estrogen as Rev.
has been fulfilled.
Oh, shots fired.
Oh well.
That's
It
mean.
has.
Probably true.
What's your take
But
on
That
that?
was actually very mean, Corpus.
Actually,
Or
I'm
Rev.
jealous.
Agreement that Trump just did.
Like, here's the thing, though.
It's
Like,
huge, man.
is
It's
it
what
possible
waiting
that,
for her,
you
man.
know, he is,
really is.
trans and is just like denying that of himself because of his religious beliefs?
No,
I
he's
mean,
wet brained and Shanny's putting
Yeah.
clothes and makeup on him because they're bored locked in an apartment together.
Yeah, she did put her dress on him and do makeup, and then he said he was Revelina, but he was really kind of doped up at the time and like, duh.
Yeah.
So
And now he's got to double down and, defend what he did because he looks stupid.
It's possible, but it's unlikely.
yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm relatively new and I'm trying to cram all the years of this into like the last couple of months that I've been introduced to them. So,
Well, he's got some hips for a man, which is really kind of unusual.
He does.
like, I've got some solid fucking hip bones. Like, I could put an eye out with them. Like, you could like literally just like punch on my hip bone and hurt your fucking hand.
Jeez.
Right. Minister Paul Maxton from California. He's one of my right from the beginning.
I need to see evidence of that.
Ran.
Ran?
His name was
Hold on. Let's
My
see if I can
favorite
get my ass up.
Kristen is
His
Fran.
name is God. God is watching the situation involved with these individuals. Nine Nania.
I don't know if it'll show up on camera because I'm so fucking pasty.
He's the guy
Not
that-
showing up.
Okay, we're getting glare, Kitty.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
because I'm pasty.
So white. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Right there. Yeah.
like you can see.
No.
Are we gonna
Like
get a
that's like-
Shakira going on right now?
As far as
I
Shakira
didn't know
moment.
any of you.
And I do
Nah.
apologize to Rev. I have been mean to him.
No, but well enough, I can show off my tattoo.
Oh.
I had a good amount,
I don't know what's
I had
happening.
And I didn't know.
Woo! Good job.
like you were
I
seeing
like
Steve Kelly,
that.
but
Okay, Lusty McButts just created a new game called "What the fuck is the crap on the headboard?"
That's all I know.
I know.
Like,
I
brother,
agree.
brother, keep
Everybody
Then I
put your
dropped my
best
phone.
guesses in the side chat.
Okay, get ready to puke.
You used to always go into
I'm pretty
Nadia's room and
sure
say, Jesus
Dayquil,
bless you.
or no, sorry,
Jesus
NyQuil's
bless
on
you.
there.
And I never forgot that about you.
I don't know. But if I was playing Fallout, I'd be looting it.
Yeah,
We
Jesus
need to
bless
get a
you. You could be a
screenshot and then we
propagator
can
or whatever,
we
like,
can
Jesus
talk about it.
I wanted.
There is a lot of shit back there.
I love
Yeah. Well,
I
before
mean,
she had like
inebriated,
Vagisil
even,
back
I
there,
love
and
you.
then she had an air freshener that
you
was
know, and
commercial
yeah, I
grade
was
back
drinking
there.
all the time.
So
and
who knows what else is back
I
there?
really apologize.
Like
To
there's
Tiger
some
Bomb.
sort
Yeah,
there were
maybe.
moments.
Did you guys hear Rev
It
fart
looks like a lot
earlier?
of. It looks like a lot of bottles of perfume or cologne.
You're really not the only person that
Tuna.
struggle with stuff. I struggle with stuff. I'm pretty sure the other brothers and sisters who were
It
watching
was
this,
really
they
good
would-
because Shanny was talking about how everybody was seeing how she's been seeing crosses everywhere, and God is moving her to perform internet drama. And then Rev let out a big fart, lasted about half an hour.
Yeah,
half hour
and
fart.
I want
Wow.
to say I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it was
Pretty
horrible.
intense.
And she was like,
sorry.
"Oh, that was so inappropriate."
And there were a couple times, like, faithful to God didn't call me on those ones, though. He called me on these random things, like whatever. But I'm gonna drop it.
These guys.
He just got all like
Ross,
crazy
I
about
repent.
faithful of God. He's like faithful of God.
See, I'm constantly repenting. Like my behavior is so bad.
So
it's
one
like,
of the
I
things-
need the Lord so
These
bad.
guys.
It's like insane
One
to
of the
me,
things
man.
that
So I'm
Rev
just
cares
gonna shut
about
up and let
is circling the
Shanny
wagons
talk,
for
so.
other Christians.
All right,
so
all
in
right. And
Rev's
by the way, I
mind, he
disagree
thinks
with you
Rev
needing to repent every 2
faithful
seconds.
for
Christ
God
took care of
attacked
all of that on the
another
cross.
Christian in public, so therefore
Shanny,
it's really bad.
Going back to you next.
Suggest me or Shanny's headband trying to escape her head.
You know, one of my best memories about you on YouTube,
Oh, man.
and it's probably why I got such a, how can I put this, I'm gonna say aura. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know a good word, but I have like this connection with you because
Lack of a
I don't know
dictionary.
if you remember when I did the chocolate atheist stunt. The
No,
Bible
I do.
thumping.
God, I remember that. I remember that.
Because everybody said that nobody
I
corrects
don't.
me here.
Chocolate
Well, on that
atheist.
day, I was corrected all day, and you was one of them. And you came in there crying. You killed me. You want to tell everybody about that when you?
He has a rather nice necklace, by the way.
Actually corrected me.
I don't really remember the whole thing, but I remember it like upset me so much to like, why would you turn against Christ when you have him, man? He loves you. I was just like bawling, man. My Christian heart was broke, dude. Because I think that was like during the time like Tanya, Galaxy, and Eve like decided to go freaking atheist.
Do you remember
after
Tanya
that.
and Eve? Because I have a really
Yeah,
funny
and I
video
think
with
you
them,
were, like,
and then
copying like
I should make that
do.
public. It's so funny.
thing.
They're
Yeah,
like
they were-
screaming at me,
But the
shrieking at
worst
me.
thing is like you did it on Easter, man.
Idiots.
that's what-
Both of them.
She's calling him
why
out
would
on
you
the
do
on
that
the interview.
Easter?
She called him
I
out
didn't
just
even
now.
realize it was Easter.
Wow,
I don't
Shanny.
think I was thinking when I did it, and plus it was stupid anyway because I was trying to beat the No True Scotsman. It was just dumb. It's very embarrassing for me to even talk about.
You don't even know what the No True Scotsman is.
Experience.
We all
But-
do stupid things sometimes.
Yeah, but for me personally, that was a very
Poor
personal
unfortunate
moment that I had
souls.
with you because it showed that you cared and it showed that you
It's
know,
sad,
that you was a
but
player.
true.
You was in this to win it. You wasn't in this to play games or anything like that.
No.
So I guess my question for you is do you feel okay back then? Did you feel that you were being loved back by the Christian community? Then, like
Looking
myself,
for
and
love
I didn't
in
even
all
did I
the
know Veckel
wrong
back then? Yeah, I knew
places.
Veckel, like myself, Veckel.
No, wait,
everybody by the
It
Christian
is a good song. Too bad I can't sing.
I was kind of like, I wasn't that like really like.
Look at her.
I was
Oh my
like,
gosh, I
focused
could see
on
Shanny as
Jesus
Cruella
at
de Vil.
that time, though. That's the thing. So it's like at that time, it's like I don't really
Nah,
remember what I was
Ursula,
saying.
just not as cool. She's like a fucking Chinese knockoff of
I was
Ursula.
going through legal
Oh,
stuff
jeez.
regarding them.
Mhm.
Oh,
I remember in your veil over your head
Sorry.
all the time, and I was
Yeah.
always wondering why you always did that because you always had the veil over your head, and when you showed up on camera, the veil was over your head a lot too.
That
Because
was the
it's
Shanny the Hut phase.
To wear a headpiece so you
Thank you
don't.
for explaining that.
That's how we know she's serious face with the scripture.
Yeah. When she puts the towel on her head.
It looks cute. That's why she does it.
Literally.
Wait, I gotta find one.
Okay.
Hang on.
Well, I have something to talk about head coverings, G-Man.
Well, actually, we'll get to you in a minute, Mr.
Okay.
King News in a minute. I'm going to finish talking to the Queen here.
What is the point of this?
King News, trust me. So, Shanny, another memory that I had with you, Shanny, Eve Real. You might remember this.
We'll all just wear our hoods.
I think it was
Is this the
Handmaid's
G-Man
Tale
and Rev?
shit.
room, and we
Is
was
this the G-Man, Rev, and Shanny clip show? I mean, it would be better with
guy that
clips.
came in here, and he was an initiated, like a witch or something like that. And I didn't know. And you looked at him, and you told me spells on everybody in the room. I don't know if you remember.
We're all
that.
fucking ridiculous.
All right, if we're going to use head coverings, I need to get something.
I'm not quite sure.
Uh-oh.
I forget the YouTuber, but he was a witch. He admitted it. And then you said that he was putting
There we go.
spells on everybody.
That's a
why
nice
everybody
hat.
That's a very
kicked out of
fancy
the
head
room.
covering.
Well,
Fancy.
like at that time, I was being stalked. by
We've
that
got
cousin
hoods or
I denied.
freaking towels, and like then
She's talking
fucking
about
Porpoise has to come out here and busting out her bougie ass hat.
because they
You gotta
want
show us all up.
so she
So
says that
they'll
she
do
was
that
being
satanic ritual
stalked
abuse on you.
by a coven
But yeah, I
with
this guy
satanic
stalked me.
ritual
I
abuse
think
right
I
then.
remember this guy
I
was
have
Oh
enough
my
for class,
God. Shanny.
Except
Was that before or after she
on
was
that,
supposedly
so I'm-
going to be sold to
no.
Jeffrey
a
Epstein?
long time ago.
Right?
except Headless will have one of those.
Oh, I missed that
password
one. Someone linked me
Almost
that.
10 years ago.
Oh, I don't expect you to remember everything. I'm
Shanny
just telling
steals
you
everything that happened to me. I
regarding
swear to
certain
God.
things. There's other stuff, but we can get to
What
that
actually
later.
happened to Exile's life happened to Shani.
Revelation
I mean,
news.
I was actually in a satanic cult and abducted by Jeffrey Epstein. I don't understand it.
Was it a shock to your system when you finally got to the G Plus community and you see how the Great Debate community was and how people were treating each other in the Great Debate community?
Sorry for smoking.
Well, that was day one. That was my first hangout.
Secondhand smoke.
I
Secondhand
went
smoke.
in there.
I'm
and
talking
my
about
mom-
like after the hangout.
Like, I'm not sure that secondhand smoke is like a thing.
It's a
Jesus
thing.
fucking
It's
Christ.
okay. Just go feed chocolate to dogs. They'll be okay.
Can you blow secondhand smoke at these three?
Wait, wait, wait.
Thank you.
Let's teach her how to build roofs in Minecraft first, and then we'll look up to more complicated things.
I had like massive.
So I
crazy
finished
thoughts,
the
and I thought
pillowcase
government
that I was
bugged my
making
head. I
for
took
my
them those
niece.
things out.
It's
I
pretty.
deleted the channel.
Well,
but
I
think
did
the word line
on the
that was
inside.
great.
The sewing
Let
machine that I
happen.
got actually came with an overcasting
those
foot,
videos
so
are out
I was
there.
able to get a really nice.
They blessed some
I can
people.
get the
and it's
damn thing
done.
to focus.
I mean, my
A nice
testimony
overcast stitch.
1,000 views. Like
So-
what?
Wait, hang on.
It was an hour and 56-minute video. G, you know, like wow. So I was blessed, and
So
yeah,
he said the
that
government
ended-
was buzzing his head and he
Uh,
took his nose ring
and
out
I'm
and
gonna
then took
say-
down his panel. That's really what he just said.
I
He
had
needs help. Like
on my
he
channel.
legitimately needs help.
Yeah, that makes
It was
sense.
all about how brothers and sisters have to get along,
Oh, and I used
if
the little
church
heart
divided,
stitch.
he's not going to stand,
Amen. Amen.
right?
Let's see.
So
Ooh.
get
Get
it
it to
together, one
show.
accord, saying Jesus is Lord. And
Be
that's it.
programming in
That's
Python.
the only thing. It's Jesus.
I feel like
Jesus is
Shanny's
Lord. That's
disappointing
it.
that she doesn't
So-
have the talking part.
Yeah, it frustrated me so bad,
I'm
brother.
not gonna want to show, I
Like,
guess.
why are we doing this to
I
one
like your
another?
thing.
And
Yeah.
first hangout, it's
Lighting's
still
not
up
good
on
enough.
the
Oh, well.
thing.
How cute
The
that
on
fabric
the
is.
archive is testing the chin of
It is
fools.
cute
That was
fabric.
my first hangout. And I go in there, I didn't know how to unmute my mic. And Rand's like, who's this? Who's this? I can't say the word. But it means a cigarette in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
He said, who's this, that.
Yes, the word
And I'm sitting there
fag
like,
does mean cigarette in the UK.
dude, no, I
The
love
reason
you.
it
I
means
have my headphones
homosexual
on.
is
No, I'm
because
like,
they were
I love
used to
you, Rand.
burn
What the heck?
people at the stake.
Actually, it's because you're a
Finally, I
burden
came
to be
on,
carried like
I
a
figured it
like a
out,
burdensome
and
wife.
It's like, oh no, Jason,
Bye,
no,
Faith.
I love Jason. I remember Jason from the old days. I am so sorry, bro. You know, it ran.
I remember Jason from Camp Crystal Lake.
Wrong, Jason.
Yeah, it's repulsive, G-Man. The way
Gotcha.
people are treated, and I won't even just say Christians. I've seen atheists be Nadia was treated horribly by the
By
atheist community.
who?
I agree.
Nadi was treated
I
horribly
there.
by
I
this.
totally
Excuse me. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
And she loved
Thank you.
dancing to her
Thank
big
you.
I'm busy
time.
loving at cats.
Yeah.
She
That's
That's
loved
why
dogs
no
like
one
that.
liked Nadia Rev, because she couldn't be
talk to
understood,
her in a way that wasn't
and she was
like,
a pseudo-intellectual.
sexual, man. Like, you were just nice, you know. So bless you for being a part of it. And
Well, you do know it's where Steve McRae started out in the trans community.
Like, oh my God, he was in the foxhole with me a lot of times.
Becca loved that room.
Like he was.
Becca loved it.
They were like spraying him like just crazy with everything you could imagine. He's just like,
community.
well, let's just stop him. Okay,
It was a terrible stream.
Jesus is here now to stop the bullets, folks. It's over. You know.
Yeah, Becca was good at
Stop the bullets.
Damn it, Shadow. Really?
hiding his emotions, keeping them in check.
Keep in mind, I could be
Today-
watching. Sorry.
Let me
Out
ask you
all
a
of them.
question, because this I don't know
Mind
I
about.
I could,
hate you.
What exactly do you guys do?
I
For
hate
fun?
you so much.
Like,
Mind I
I
could
said,
be
what
watching
do you
Steve McRae
do?
now.
You don't care about a YouTube. You don't care about like what do you guys do to have?
Corpus.
I'd rather be here. That should tell you
You
something.
want to answer that, or should I answer that?
You start answering. I'm gonna get props.
Oh, what props are you getting?
Okay, so you want to hear the story of Shanny? Why she thinks I stalked her?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
all
yes.
Right. All right. You play Street Fighter 2. Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I
Video
actually,
games.
I
We
don't
play
know.
video games, and then we watch movies.
She did accuse me of that, though. She accused me of stalking her in her real life for years. For years. It's like,
Oh, yeah,
wow,
yeah, yeah.
I'm epic. I have no idea of how awesome I am. Yeah. So I figured it out. I think after one of their court dates, Agent of Doubt went and went to it and then took them out to dinner afterwards, and they were talking about it in the car. This is just footage I've recently seen. So I just think she just makes these weird associations and just makes shit up out of whole cloth. I hardly even pay attention to this bitch.
Yeah, because she was like this
She
woman's a
irritates.
psychopath. You're a stalker. Get away from me. And I'm like, what? Like, you haven't been around her in ages. Like, what is she talking about?
You know, I had to catch up on all the Shanny drama recently. It was great.
Yeah,
Jeez.
she's probably going to see me and be like, who is this person?
We
Like,
should.
have some fun with
You
it or
stalked her in real life too,
You
then.
can use the
Get it?
Harley Joker thing we did.
Oh gosh.
For
I hate her
years.
Harley voice. I hate her Harley voice. It makes
thought it
me
was
want to
funny.
punch my monitor.
Joker does video games.
Was
Sure.
her Harley voice.
Oh my God. we
Her
dressed in
Harley
cosplay
voice
stuff
is
and
like-
we-
don't
I
talk
can't
about
even
this out
do it.
loud
It's
too
like
much
this
because,
Boston
somebody's gonna try to steal your
cutesy
ideas,
voice.
so don't-
Mr. J. Puddin.
That's
Oh
supposed to
my
be a New
God.
York accent.
Yeah,
It's like Harley Quinn.
yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Like with Harley Quinn.
There's nothing.
But Mr. J, come on. You know I gotta do what I gotta do.
See, I always want to
You're
punch
taking over
somebody
the
when
mic
I
and stop
hear
apologizing.
that. Like, I
So you
just,
guys
That's
it
like
makes
more
me
Long
angry.
Island,
Guys
isn't it?
dress up as
Yeah.
Joker and Harley for fun.
We're
what else
bad
you
Oh,
guys
guys.
oh,
do?
Long Island. Yeah, it's a Long
Dude,
Island.
That's more of a Long Island voice.
But that's
What else you
Harley's
guys do
voice.
for fun?
Harley's
Yeah.
voice is like that.
Yeah, like you can't
Well,
place
I
it. It's
will
between
match
Jersey
cards.
and New York for Harley Quinn. It's kind of an amalgamation. And in
Look,
fact,
Long
Margot
Island.
Robbie.
Long
actually-
Island is between New Jersey and New York.
Yeah, thank you, G.
Yeah.
We're
No,
gonna
but
talk really serious.
it's not
things.
quite. Well,
We're gonna talk serious.
Okay.
We're gonna
put
talk
a couple
serious.
things in place like Tetris.
super serious.
You know what I mean? I'm trying. It's like the
Okay,
thing.
okay. All right.
I'm waiting
Okay,
for the
okay.
serious.
All right,
Because-
shut the fuck up.
Do you
That's
like
what
Magic
G-Man's
the
about to
Gathering? What about
do.
you, Shania? Do you have like a role-playing game?
Or when you need to describe,
They're talking about
Verb.
role playing. I don't think it's very
like
serious.
RPGs, but I love
or
Animal
when you need to
Crossing.
describe verbs or adjectives, try adverbs.
A
Who
little
was it that
addiction
linked
of mine
Animal
for
Crossing
Animal
for
Crossing.
Borderline?
We
Somebody
also
linked
like
that
getting in our
blog.
car and having rides together, and
yeah.
just driving and just listening to music.
I miss
and
driving theaters. So
I
I think that's one
I
in
would
town.
not want to drive with
Here's
Rev.
something
It looks
people
like
might
Mr.
not know about
Toad's
Shania.
Wild
Shania's
Ride.
Pretty conscientious about her health, and I know a lot of you probably won't believe that. But
Doesn't Rev
know.
look more like Frogger after Shanny's done with him?
Baby carrot.
if you don't mind
Shanny
me
is
talking about this, Shania.
conscientious with her health.
As soon as I talk too much, she tell me.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah, I have pretty bad health habits too.
She wasn't necessarily a thing yet. Me and Shanny would talk on the phone. Shanny talked about this on her channel before, and Shanny was giving me
Mhm.
advice because I was literally in the store getting
Shanny
ready to buy
was
something. She
giving
says,
me
no, don't buy
advice.
that. GMOs, you don't want that. You don't wanna get that
GMOs.
because it's gonna cause. Like she was literally
Not
giving me that
calories.
advice over the
Not
phone.
calories.
So one of the
GMOs.
other things that I noticed about you, you're
There's
very
nothing wrong with GMOs.
that you eat.
The GMOs.
Yeah.
I love
Advice.
in learning natural health stuff like medicines and
Love that.
like I could say I could survive in the wild pretty fine by eating whatever is on the ground.
Wow.
You wouldn't last
Wow.
5 minutes in the
You
wild.
cannot eat.
To be fair,
And a
neither would
mushroom
most of us.
you can- a mushroom you cannot eat. I know how to
Please.
I'm going to
detect
last
that.
in the wild. Wow.
because I read so much on botany.
Okay. All right. So
Shanny, I think it would last 2 days.
I would love to see her go out and try to hunt a deer, string it up.
Shanny, you would
gut
hurt
it.
you would hurt your ankle, be laying there in the woods, and a pack of wild wolves would eat her.
She
That's
can't
how
even get
she
off
would
the
survive.
toilet. She can't even get off the
Yeah.
toilet.
That's exactly what would happen if she was in the wild. Twist her
Now we
ankle
by a zombie.
on the ground. Wild animals
You
eat
know that
her.
they gave me a house, so obviously I was privy to something.
Not exactly surviving.
You are not lying when you said you was into the
Now,
truth
she
limit.
could
You were
contribute to the
really into
survival of others if you're willing to resort to cannibalism. But yeah, that
Right?
he will
No.
not survive in the wild.
Her corpse would feed the earth.
That can last a long time.
But when you
It'd
get
be the first good thing she's done in
Nothing
her
would
life.
grow. Nothing would grow there for 25 years later.
when you get Kuru, do you want to say you got it from eating Shanny?
Because the way it works is did I? Did I? Okay, I didn't even remember that. Whoa.
That laugh is still more tolerable than Chesh's.
That's an alcoholic's mind.
You're not an alcoholic no more. You're a recovering alcoholic. And
That's not the way that works, G-Man.
And the Lord Jesus Christ is responsible for helping you become a recovering alcoholic.
It's all Jesus.
You know?
Even the
Not
seizures.
alcoholic.
She
Yes.
saved my life.
Yes. And she don't get no credit for that. She gets credit for a bunch of other stuff that we'll get into
She
later.
is ruining
So-
your life.
She
So-
caused him to have brain damage. That's
So-
really good. At least he's not drinking anymore. So yeah.
Yeah, so he's not drinking anymore, right? But like he had like 4 seizures and he was not medically getting off of alcohol. And this is what I mentioned to him, you know, and she's allowed to rewrite history completely because he's pretty much had a brain reset. Like he can't remember a lot before the incident. Like it's like splotchy for him. So like this whole
Shit.
rewriting of history, like, and she's just out there going, I am like almost like she's a certified counselor and this is what I do and I know all about addiction and you know how she does that and she did that with him and
she's
he could barely
guided by
talk.
God. Jesus is controlling her. That's
Yeah,
how.
and
That's
then
how he got brain damage.
I want to point out that G-Man had no problem when Rev was in his worst state to say, yes, I'm going to take your house from the woman that I'm not married to. He's not married to. Like, had no problem going, yes, I'm going to take your house during that time. It's ridiculous.
Because it benefited him.
Right. He's such a
Like,
jackass.
His morals are very subjective.
Yeah, just
For
like
somebody that wants to claim that, oh, God gives us objective morality, his morals are really fucking fluid.
She needs me
oh yeah,
to be a good guy. And she needs me to be the guy that she's going to rest
She
her
needs
character.
you to be the fucking host for her parasitic self.
Not trigger her.
Seriously, Rev, do yourself a
DoorDash?
favor.
Is
Go
that
out,
Alex,
go
and I
find
probably
somebody,
not
get
woman if I
laid
wasn't.
by somebody other than Shanny. Realize what you're missing out on and leave her. Like, it would be the best decision you ever made in your life. I honestly think that the fact that you have never been with anybody else
You a
is
secret, Rev. I think
your
it's okay.
perspective here, and
Danny,
you
don't
could
talk
do better
anymore?
than her.
Give me a chin smack and tell me to
And
shut
I'd like
up.
to say, Rev, you're
Mommy
the
was
victim of
raising,
domestic abuse at this point,
a
too.
little.
he doesn't know
'Cause
that.
back in the hangout
He can't
days,
understand
she was
it.
able to
Until she
like,
wields an
record
axe at him
certain
like
things in
Chris, she's
private.
not going to get
And
it.
then I was able to see
Like,
you in
and
real
if he
time
does
naked.
try to leave, I see her going like full misery.
And I mean a lot for her.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
you know, Shanny was threatening to leave. She wasn't
There
joking
are
around.
groups that will help male
She's trying to
domestic
help
abuse
around and-
survivors, Rev.
Yeah.
Go look
I
them
don't
up.
blame her at all. If I were
She could pin him with one arm. Like that's how big her arms are.
The key were okay, so her arm is bigger than my thigh. I've already measured this out, and I have fat thighs. I mean, I'm a thunder thigh.
And it's
Yeah.
all lies.
Okay.
I am the husband. I'm telling you the truth.
Oh, you can't see. Anyway, yeah, I agree. There's big time.
I saw how you was behaving when you that way. She sent me a clip. I guess for protection or whatever. But Shanny, I want to get to you a minute, Shanny.
I've showed enough of my body off on this stream. We'll have to save it for another one. When I'm wearing like leggings or something.
I flashed on Shanny's stream. I flashed the dildo.
I want that shirt you have. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous t-shirt. Yeah.
Well, it's not a t-shirt. It's
Oh.
It's like a little mini strap, which is like my favorite thing to wear, and it's got like a flowery pattern.
What's the fabric? It looked really nice fabric.
It's like a really thin, light fabric. Like, I mean, it's
stretchy.
And it's a bit stretchy. Yeah.
Ooh, I love it.
It's very comfy.
How much patience it took.
What have you learned when you made Rev into a wet brain?
No, like the sacrifices you had to make in order to nurse this man back to health again.
Well,
oh my God. Oh God.
Really bad. Really bad.
She literally manipulated him, took advantage of the situation, and now has him so twisted and not like he.
Listen to her story. This is a new story.
Oh yeah, the new story coming in.
A struggle. There was times where he'd get like really like almost very violent with me.
Oh,
and there was one time he was threatening to bash a baseball bat in my head. And he was like sloshed on, I think, like Jim Beam or something. And it was like right after we watched like The Walking Dead. And he was like into this Nego thing. What?
I was drinking 100 proof Jim Beam rye.
I could see that happening. I could actually see him doing that to her.
It's possible.
While she's sleeping. Yeah, coming in with a baseball bat and killing her.
I believe you, but it does take a lot of patience to deal with somebody like that. And Shanny does not get enough credit for that.
No, the only reason she had patience was because she saw the dollar signs. Like, she is a freaking parasite. And
that's when it'll happen.
Get him indebted to her, whether legitimately or not, the more she can bankroll her lifestyle and not have to do anything.
I have the G smack, you have the Shan smack.
When he's out of money,
that's
when it'll happen.
You know this question was coming, and this is coming directly from Veckel. All right.
Like, I honestly think she's already like sizing up other people. Like when she was doing her like whitewashing stream the other day, the way she was talking to the guys on the stream, like,
one of you want to do it,
oh, when you're in like the medical field, sir. And yes, she was so fake, but she was being like, she was ingratiating herself, or at least attempting to.
Well, I could
and then like the match flipped a little bit, but then when Lola came on, like it was a fucking 180 like that.
Oh yeah,
it was.
I'd be grateful. I have no idea who Beckel is.
So intimidated because Lola is gorgeous, like absolutely stunning woman.
Oh yeah, she's freaking out over Lola.
She got her shit together, even though she deals with her own disability. Like she is out like doing things, helping people, doing everything Shanny says that she wants to do, but actually succeeding at it. Whereas Shanny,
I don't know enough about Lola to really make a determination on anything about her, except to say that she was threatened by her for sure. But right now they're explaining why they are archangels.
And I looked at the water one, and it was nice, beautiful water, but inside was this.
Because they're the government agent who had Airwolf stolen from him.
And
references to 80s TV, no one remembers.
Kind of darkness to it that I didn't want to take. So instead, I walked through the fire. So all my life, I've had a special relationship with God, and He's always talked to me through the wind, the whirlwind.
Shanny, like me, you've had a special relationship with food, and it's not.
No, it was like I always was walking with God, always walking with Him. Even the thing is, the time when I wasn't walking with God is when He cut me off, is when I was an atheist. And before I became an atheist, He gave me one last message, and it's actually tattooed on my wrist. And I actually tattooed it on my wrist when I was an atheist for some reason.
Shanny, that's because you have borderline personality disorder.
Love is forever. So the message.
That's what she said to Chris with the axe.
What's the tattoo say?
Love is forever.
Totally spiritually. After that, it was love is forever, for I am destiny. And all my life I felt like a relation toward Elijah. I feel like related to Elijah. I was always torn apart. And then I found out John the Baptist was
She was
Elijah.
balding. She was
And then I was
beheaded.
like, holy crap.
No,
there's,
she
like,
sent bears
a
after little
way
kids.
God moves
That
and
sounds like her.
releases these spirits. And then I learned about how the
Probably gonna tell us
Israelites,
we're making that up.
Hebrews, they believe that God has a
Well,
certain
Shanny, just
amount
wait until you read about the
of
Bronze Age
spirits
submarines in the Book of Mormon.
that he
I'm not making that
circulates
up
throughout
either.
history, depending on where
Yeah, but
he
John Smith
meets,
did.
like,
Joseph
based
Smith
on,
did, but
Joseph Smith.
was
you
not
know, him moving
What came
prophecy a
first,
lot.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea or the Book of Mormon?
the Book of
I
Mormon, but not
started
by much.
researching on Elijah, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm freaking
Ooh, good
Elijah because I
question.
started doing the breaking of the
She's
seals
literally
because,
telling G-Man that she's Elijah.
She's pretty sure she's Elijah.
A woman is
this, like,
telling this guy
prophecy
that
in me, and we
she's
just started
a
seeing
man.
this stuff. Both of us jointly.
I'm just
started
saying,
seeing stuff
this is
together,
the guy that's
really
anti-LGBT,
spiritually.
and wrap your head around that.
And then it finally, like, I finally was
God.
like, okay, let me look
I
more
can
into
tell he's internally
Elijah,
bothered,
and then
but he can't say
Sandalphon
anything because
came
he's
up,
giving
and then I looked at the
Tanya
aspect
Galaxy
Yeah, look at
treatment.
him. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I was saying, the funny thing is, before I even
G-Man,
looked
when you
up
come out of the closet, we'll be here for you. Well, I
was
won't, but someone
telling
will.
Jason
Not me, said the
the
bear.
story of this crazy freaking
I'll
memory
be
I had when I
laughing.
was young,
So she believes in
right?
Christian
And then
reincarnation
then there
and
was, like,
crossbreeding
it
and
was like a whole,
cross-gender.
you want to finish it? There was like a whole connection thing that started this.
Well, yeah, it's a spiritual
Finish my
thing.
story.
Spiritually concerned by us.
Set myself
This is
on
like
fire
a
in 7 days to
humane
die.
situation, so we probably even
I love
said
it.
this. We probably should have kept this to ourselves.
Well, that happens a lot. A lot of times, God will show us certain things.
Yes, I do set myself on fire in 7 days to die a lot.
Some people won't be able to
Yeah.
receive it because
Me
Careful with the
too.
Molotovs.
I can tell you why it just is perfect.
I may have
It
said
fits perfect for my life.
exiled on fire 1 or 2 times.
There's numerics for me.
Nothing
prove
can
a
hurt
lot.
me in 7 days.
Yeah, they run the same stuff she sees. I, for years,
I'm an archangel.
have
I
woken
believe
up
it.
at 11.
I could see you as a really funny archangel with like
was constantly appearing for me.
like wings that are kind of like
Threes and
beat up a little
sevens
bit. You come in,
everywhere.
and you're just like with your
Life,
cigarette.
just everywhere.
I just hear Rev say a 7-Eleven was constantly appearing from everywhere.
Like a combination of Constantine and Tilda Swinton or whatever, like from Constantine, just the angel and the Constantine himself, like just a
Yeah, I can see that.
badass wing.
Exiled, you're a badass. We're gonna make this happen in a meme.
With the
Yeah, we gotta meme that shit.
Then you're probably
Just
seeing 11
fucking,
all over
you
the
know,
place.
we gotta Photoshop a
wrong.
cigarette in her hand,
I'm
but
not
take a picture of Tilda Swinton from that movie,
and he's
and give her like, you know, Exiled's head, and then put a cigarette in her hand.
Can I have acidic piss so I can go piss on Shanny? Keep away.
Oh my god!
Fly over and piss on her.
That's escalated.
Exiled. What the fuck?
I bring good tidings of great joy.
For everybody but the person that you targeted with your acid piss.
Hey, come on. Shanny's already peed on Rev.
Yeah, she did.
You know,
She did. And he was
I've
proud
always
of
had
it.
this thing with long hair, and you could probably want to trump me on the abomination that is long hair. You know what I mean?
Is this some weird fetish thing for them? Do they put their fetishes out?
long hair.
No, it wasn't like the porn that they did. I've only seen one of the videos.
I don't even know.
Sadly. But
I'm
needless
always
to say, there was only one position that I think was possible for them, and that's
the story of Sandalphon,
her like laying down on the bed with him standing behind her, and then like at the end, I think she might have set off a few seismometers when she was shifting over the bed to go spread eagle for the camera.
Guiding.
Some people must have thought
you
there was
don't
some
see anything,
earthquake.
Porpoise. There's fat flaps everywhere.
Her apron has an apron.
You know, it's like when Peter Griffin is drawn naked on the Family Guy.
Yeah, but I believe that God was in the cloud himself.
I say that too.
Oh no!
I believe that, but we were
They're
looking
arguing.
at some other stuff that, like,
Shanny,
and
can I ask you
we're
a
not
favor?
gonna
Can you
go
change your name slightly from something that sounds a little less like dolphin?
The point of the matter
Right?
is that
I noticed that too. I was like, "What's a sand dolphin?"
very real.
and you believe that based on what you've seen in your dream and your vision, your avatar of this particular angel. That's what
Yeah.
you're saying. Okay.
Okay. Let's move on.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, he
That's-
doesn't want to fight
if
with
that doesn't tell you your soulmates, I don't know what does.
Oh, they are giving him money.
I had a dream of him when I was 19.
you. What does angel sex
And it's
actually look
Sandalphon
like?
is actually Sandalphon is actually an archangel in Jewish and Christian writings.
Oh my God, that's the
Yeah,
guy
I
in
know.
my dream.
Spooky,
Oh
we
my
need to
God,
study
like, I
that shit for science.
I actually became celibate for that guy.
Spooky.
We got to get into that one day, but
Spooky has something to say to
we
you.
got to get into that one day about like
Kitty
y'all
wants more
history and
Shanny
everything, but let's
porn.
try to, like,
I heard correctly, didn't I?
So, no, don't worry about it. Because plus you look tired, Shanny, and I know
Nope. Once was enough. Traumatized me for life. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need to see any
I don't
more.
want to keep you guys
Just
too
the
much
one.
That's a yes. I heard
trying
yes.
to
One
figure
was too much.
Can't
One was too much.
unsee what you already saw.
Faith.
So
Yeah, no, there's not enough
you
brain
have
bleach.
that
Like mainline,
forever.
like Trump's idea of mainlining bleach, like it was really tempting for me.
Yeah.
Like I had to make sure that it was locked away so I wasn't tempted to just like commit N hero and just live stream myself killing myself after watching that.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
when you guys did it.
Not really. It was just us debating atheists. Until I realized that debate is not a good thing.
And yeah, and that's
You're a
another-
I
horrible
don't think
person,
internet-
Spooky. I hope you step on a Lego barefoot in the middle of the
and you've
night.
been pretty
Take
creative
that,
with what you're trying to do
Legos.
with your channel. I've seen you do the Goblin
It's
Queen.
cruel.
I've seen you do, like,
So is trying to imply and slander my good name that I want to see more of Shanny.
doing your material lately, I've
That's
noticed.
true. That's
But,
pretty, that's pretty
Stealing your
nasty.
material, your pornography,
but,
the Christian
You
pornography,
had Veckel in your room.
Christ
Now,
in the
you
name.
don't consider yourself to be much
pornography,
of a
that
debater,
pornography.
Shani. In Revelation News, you don't consider yourself to be much of a debater, but I gotta hand it to you guys. Veckel's not an easy person to go back.
I
and
could
forth with.
win either. Both of you. I think I could win
Veckel.
against you in a debate, but that's
I
because
wouldn't say beat him or nothing like that, but you was able to like make him.
we'd both be terrible. But I would know what I was
Easy to
talking
get.
about.
I'll put it to you that
It's
way.
easy to get Veckel to
And I
freak
would
out.
say you even have me like, you know what I
No,
mean?
I'd probably lose against G-Man. I've seen what he tries.
It did make me go, well, they might have a point, and you do have a point, by the way. When
I don't think I can debate against a clucking chicken.
arguing and just being, disrespectful. That's when I think you are right about what you're saying.
G-Man?
Yeah.
I have to address something in chat because I don't want Veckel to believe liar.
No. Ignore the chat. I'll let you
What
know.
are you believing them?
All right, which one of your trolls are there?
Don't worry about it.
No, don't worry.
I know
about it.
Headless is over there.
Okay.
I'll give you an
Nope,
opportunity.
I'm not over there.
When you can address everybody in the live chat if you want. Okay, that's a promise. All right. And by the way, if there are people making stuff up in my live chat,
Pornographer.
and then you find
Now I
it
gotta
and
figure
block,
out
please
what
don't
live
forget that
chat's
Shanny for
happening.
Christ has mod control. Don't forget that Shanny for Christ has mod control. Ignore the live chat. Let's see
The type of mod that lets you have sex with horses.
train wreck this thing or whatever. But
All right, wrong.
like I
Wrong
said,
people.
me personally, I got a lot out of this. I got to hear about your past.
Can you see
We
the live
really
chat?
didn't talk about the present too much because I don't really want to get into a lot of the nonsense
I can't,
going
but-
on. But Shanny,
Give
I'll
me
probably
money,
say
Rev.
3
That's what
people
G-Man's
today in
all
this
saying.
community. Good luck with that. 3 people in this community who you
Beckel says,
believe
look up the word
that are
pareidolia.
lying to you about being
Yeah.
conservative.
Towards the
but are doing
long-haired
more harm
women.
than good.
Oh,
Name
he's
3
upset about
people,
long-haired.
if you can, because I'm sure you can name a lot more than them. But can you name 3 people in this community, the top 3 people?
Top 3
So,
people in that community.
yeah. That's Shanny, Rev, and G-Man. G-Man just wants money. That's all he wants. That's why he's doing this.
I mean, G-Man is an excellent entertainer. I'm entertained by his stuff.
Oops, did I lose my... Oops.
Oh God, it's quiet. There's a moment of silence.
Hey, you know what? We needed a moment of break.
Yeah.
I think. For
It's
our
nice.
We needed a moment of reference for our lost brain cells.
1 second, I have to reload it.
They're just, I don't know.
I just honestly, I feel for Rev. Like, he's not a great person.
He's
from
pretty
things that he's done.
weird too.
But when it
He's a
comes down to
racist.
it, nobody deserves to be, even a racist doesn't deserve to be in an abusive relationship. Like, speaking from like my past history, like he is
Yeah.
broken. And I mean, I was actually once at a point, I mean, it wasn't exactly the same, but in an abusive relationship where I thought it was the best I was ever going to do. And I believed that nobody would ever love me, that I deserved what was happening to me. and I think he's there, and my heart breaks for him for that. You know, he could be a garbage person, but I'd want him in a healthier relationship where he's not being abused. And I think the fact that she was the first and only woman he's ever lain with, to use, you know, his type of terminology.
Lain with, and then he knew her. He knew her.
Hey. Rev had a lot of practice with that sex doll.
And then his feet were uncovered.
Oh my God.
As funny as it is, like when it comes down to it, I honestly think that if he cheated on Shanny, I mean, she might actually fucking kill him, but that's beside the point. For his own mental well-being, if
Can
he
I
were
just
to
say?
cheat on her, go ahead.
No, I know where you're going. I just think that the narrative that it's poor Rev. I think both of them have the potential to kill each other. It's just a matter of who's going to do it. Yeah, there's something really wrong with him.
Right, but here's the thing: he could be in a healthier relationship that could then lead to him getting counseling and help. I don't think he's a lost cause. She's a lost cause. Like, she is a parasite and a nasty garbage person.
Well, yeah.
But Rev, like, he's a garbage person too. But I mean, I wonder how much of that is the fact that, you know, he has been abused and manipulated and his mind has been warped. And I think that if he were to find somebody else, have sex with him, realize what sex could actually be like, and, you know...
Right now, he's happy inside one of her folds, okay?
Rev could do better. And if he did better, I think he could become a better person. Like, and that's the thing. I think that there's a chance for him of redemption, of becoming a better person. Shanny, no. Like, that's just not going to happen. There's no hope there. That's total lost cause.
Yeah, I
that's interesting.
I'm just gonna say,
you're
just
saying
pause
that
it for a second.
Mr. and Mrs. Dragon, you're saying that Miss Star.
Kitty, you're right. With the money that Rev has, and I'm just gonna say this, he could have gone and saw a prostitute and it would cost him less than living with Shanny.
Yep.
Yeah.
He could go to a prostitute once a week and it would cost him less than living with Shanny.
Yeah. So, but that's not like in line with Christian faith, but neither is like jumping over a log and not actually truly getting married either. So neither one.
Oh my God.
And considering what really got him going on this was he saw the movie Zeitgeist.
Not a terrible movie.
And
see, that's where he starts with this whole Christian thing. He saw that and goes, "Oh, that starts at the beginning with Jesus. Oh, that's all real." But then that Fed stuff, that's the real. That's when he got woke, started fighting Alex Jones, and it all fit together. So, really, is he a real Christian, Spackle?
Oh, I don't know.
If he's going down that kind of line with Alex Jones and Zeitgeist and all this shit.
Like there's very minimal requirements for actually being a Christian.
I understand there's very minimal requirements. I've met people who
and
are
he meets those
barely scraping the minimums.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a different type of a piece of shit, but not quite the same as her. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
like
one of the two of them, they're going to either it's going to be a murder attempt or somebody's going to get hurt in this thing.
Goodness sakes.
I'm a prophet. I'm telling you right now, this is what's going to happen. They're going either Rev is going to try something on Shanny when she's asleep. Yeah? Poison, or Shanny is just going to, go ballistic.
She'll roll over on him and not realize it.
Oh, Shanny's not going to do poison. Shanny, if anyone's going to do poison, it'll be him.
This is like bad thing. That's how bad this situation is right now.
The best thing that could happen. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I thought you were done. The best thing that could happen to Rev is Shanny goes to jail.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go to jail, though. It's literally at risk of going to jail right now.
But if Shanny went to jail, it's the best case scenario for everyone involved. Her kids, Rev,
and Shanny.
And Shanny, like, honestly, Shanny might be scared straight to speak.
Yeah.
Well, him going to jail is not necessarily going to help him, obviously. But if some way to remove her from that situation, where he and the kids, like, the kids go either into foster care or he takes care of them like he has been because he's their caretaker,
Lusty.
essentially. But she needs to be removed from his life. Like he needs to get her out of his life. Like
He's
that
not
is
going to
his
be able
best
to.
chance.
It's too late.
For-
She's
Yeah,
already. She's
he's in deep. He's in deep.
There's no getting rid of people like Shanny. Once they move in, they're in. Yeah. Trust me, I've been through the male version of Shanny. I know what he's like. Yeah. What it's like. And they don't go away. You can't get them to go away. She's got 2 kids too, so yeah. Ain't
And I
gonna
know he feels
happen.
responsibility for them.
Interesting. What about you, Rev?
I gotta
And
move
then
on a little bit.
even G-Man
In this
agrees with me.
community that you
Isn't that
believe
interesting?
are pretending to be concerned about you, but are actually doing more harm than good.
Wiser.
Which one?
David Wiser.
Okay,
Do they
David
have
Wiser.
guns? By any
Definitely.
chance?
Yes.
Okay, well, see that
Rev,
this
you
is
at least used to. Now that he got in trouble with the law, I don't know
If you
if,
got to think that
if
hard,
that's the
then
case
you-
anymore.
okay. Maybe they
He
took
used
them
to in
away.
Pennsylvania, and then
Lulu?
G-Man threw away one of them.
Deviant Lulu. Deviant
Not
Lulu.
Deviant Lulu.
No, Lola.
Lola. Yeah.
Lola. Okay.
Like,
Lola's
she was
name.
trying to be nice, but like she was like predatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say her. She definitely has it out for us.
David Weiser, Lola, and who else?
Yeah.
Oh, please name me.
It's hard because I don't like
Exiled
judging
is a
people's
psychopath.
intentions.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's
All right.
hard
All
to
right.
tell.
What's with the
when they're
crinkle?
treating you
Threatening.
nice, I just take it. Okay, you're going to be nice to me.
Who's crinkling?
Right. Right. Gotcha.
You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? I don't go into it and be like, "Oh,
Exiled's
are you
crinkling.
really
How
nice
dare
to
you.
me?" No.
A
But
I
compliment.
think
I'm sorry.
Shanny
Go ahead.
could improve
No,
if
I'm
she
done.
got on her medication.
Yeah, a compliment to
and
both
stayed
of
on it.
you. Both of you. I don't know how you did it, Shanny, but you managed to infiltrate the irate Alex.
Infiltrate.
The irate Alex life of a free
Infiltrate.
spirit type community, and it's by the efforts of you guys that they're now part of this community because they're part of Dragnut's thingy now. So, and if it wasn't for you, he would not have access to that community. A lot of people don't know this.
Am I the only one that
So,
hears drag nut?
How does it
Yeah.
make
Like
you feel to
Nutter
know
Butter?
that
Yeah,
you
he
are
does that every
infiltrating
time.
other
Okay.
communities besides the same one that we've been
That's how to
in for
pronounce
like the longest
audacity.
period of time?
I'm in a lot of
Audacity.
communities that people didn't know about until recently.
Psychopath.
And
I don't know if
and it's
psychopaths
weird
are-
because
I'm in
you're
the
in
Butyl
drama
community and the
investigating
true crime
slash
community
great debate
and
community.
the
Revolution News is in
overlanding
the great
community
debate.
where I
Actually,
just
not anymore.
lay
He's
here
in the
and cover a lot of
prophecy
land.
truth movement slash
The
drama
mukbang
community
community.
slash great debate community.
Anti-Steve McRae
So
community.
your circle's actually bigger than mine because I'm actually in the great debate community with
Okay,
and the Hebrew Israelites. So
I need to
it's
let
kind of
that one
funny.
go. Anyone else
just
want to
looking
take
at
advantage
where
of
we
that?
come from or whatever, you know.
You got a beauty community. We're in Shane Dawson's video.
Well, you know
I
the
don't
way
watch
see
Shane
it,
Dawson.
and I just have to say it because I think it's true. Is that I have gotten to the point where, like, I think my ministry did end. Like I'm not supposed to
Is he
really
holding
be
a sign
doing
that
it
says
anymore.
cremated?
Mm-hmm.
So my channel's
It's a
kind
makeup
of like
palette,
a
I
parody
believe.
joke. to
Oh.
make money
Say
on.
cremated?
Like I want
Thanks,
to make
Kitty.
money now
Well,
because my
Rev,
ministry. I
most
didn't
of us
make
are parody
nothing.
jokes. Some
I
of us
made
run
nothing,
with
and
it.
I wanted it that way because it was all for him. This is
Yeah.
something different now.
I didn't bother with
But I'm still
makeup
using
because
the
I
name.
needed to give my eyes
But
a break
it's
from
something
my
different.
contacts.
I don't know
anyway.
where I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's up
I
to
had
him.
an eye exam today.
But I think he's
Makeup.
coming back soon. So
Considering the things that you was talking about during the days of the Revolution News channel, if
I'm
you
not sure
wanted
you
to,
should
you
really
could
have eye
resurrect it.
exams
We
when
got
you have
Blog
to wear
Talk
a face
Radio, we
mask.
got YouTube. God knows how many different
I
people
need
know about
something
you now.
to grow my
You know what I mean? And
eyelashes.
I don't think a lot of the people in this community knows about the things that's going on really behind the scenes with the
There must be a
coronavirus and all this other
product.
stuff and whatnot. So
There
if you
is
ever want to do that
actually.
again, I'm sure there's a place for that in
Are
this
these guys
community
truthers?
if you ever
It's
decide to do that
like
again.
a thing you
Probably.
put
I
on your
appreciate
eyelids.
you, G, and I'm
It's
thinking
a
about
medicine you
I
get
was
from your
actually
doctor,
contemplating
Oh,
and it helps
okay.
for
lash growth.
BTR and doing it again.
I forget what it's called. I'll look it up
But
and
here's
I'll
the
DM
thing.
you.
Number one, BTR is not
Thank
worth
you,
the money
sweets.
because the sound quality is awful.
Like
Mhm.
BTR.
So I'm thinking maybe like you can't stream
And
live with
Blog
Spreaker,
Talk
but you
Radio.
can do
Oh.
stuff
That's
on
what he's talking about.
Spreaker, but
they
I
have
don't
these
know.
new false lashes. They're magnetics.
If I did it again, it'd probably be right here.
You draw on the eyeliner.
And
Just pop
I'll just
the
start doing
magnetic
headlines.
glass
I was
on and it
trying to
goes
do
right
that,
to
but
the
it was
eyeliner.
stressing Shanny
Pretty cool. I
out,
wanna
so
try
I
'em.
stopped it.
If
Oh, okay. Because you
Uh,
definitely have a love for the political stuff. I know.
Oh,
that.
yeah,
You
I
have a
do.
love for it. And,
I
and
do.
He's not very
have
good
a
at it.
love for the
talking to
political
you
stuff,
about the
guys.
political stuff.
Oh yeah, I
Veckel
love
right
him
now, he
too.
loves
I
it.
like. Listen, Veckel's one of the
Oh,
greatest brothers
orgy.
ever, man. I love him, and Ken Jones is my favorite
Oh man,
person on YouTube.
Ken
ever.
Jones
Like,
is a sweetie pie until like you get
Ken
him
Jones
like
preaching is
talking about how
amazing.
the
You too.
angels are gonna
You
behead
guys are just
atheists.
a tag team of amazing
Oh,
That's lovely.
I
preachers
can't
of the
wait.
gospel, like just incredible. G.
Sounds like great
Well,
fun.
praise be the name of the Lord for that. I try, and hopefully I'll stay that way. You know,
Jeffree
'cause you know it
Star's
ain't
new
easy.
palette came out
You know
today.
what
It's
I
called
mean?
Orgy.
remember
I'm
Sabu?
sure they'll be buying it.
Oh yeah,
Don't know who Jeffree
I
Star
can
is.
talk to you about that with the wrestling stuff. And
Absolutely,
whatnot,
I love
yeah.
wrestling.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, Randy
now.
Orton. Anyway, Shandy's getting bored, and we need to keep
I'm
going.
not getting bored. I'm just like,
Oh, you're so
Right here.
Now, there's
sensitive.
one last thing that we need to talk about.
She's
Uh-oh.
not
Because on
bored.
this
Her blood
particular
sugar's
topic,
getting down.
I
She
want to
can
handle
DoorDash.
you back to your recent haters
Really? Thought her
regarding
ADHD
the
would be
whole
on the
race
upper
thing.
end
And
of
this
the
is how we're going
spectrum.
to end this.
Maybe
Okay?
they'll mention me.
Recently, I was on your YouTube channel, and by the way, Shanny for Christ was a good host when I was there, and so was Revelation
hard,
News
T.
when I got to talk to Dragnut. But you two have been taking a lot of punishment over Shanny utilizing the N-word, right? And I know there's a lot of people they don't get tired with saying
Get away
Shanny,
with
you're
it
a
because she's
horrible person.
bi.
You did this, you're horrible. You know what I mean? But they're ignoring
That's
everybody else out
utilizing.
there that's doing the same thing, right? How
Vomiting,
does that make you feel
spewing,
though, as a person?
Utilizing.
You know that you did that.
The
that you
N-word.
Called drag what
repented.
you've called him.
You
Drag
don't do
my
it no more.
ass.
You
Deservedly.
made a very touching video talking about how you didn't know how it hurt other people.
Please don't say nigger.
And then have them constantly bring that up all the time and not deal with
Demonetized.
the other people that
That's
are doing
what he's
the same thing.
saying. Yeah. Please don't say it anymore. Please, Shanny.
I just try to just take it and just try to move forward as best as I can.
Oh, okay.
How about not saying that?
It hurt.
Remember, ladies
It
and gentlemen, there's
hurts.
a video on YouTube that says that.
It hurts being called out on things that
remember
I say.
that, whether it was satire or whatever, just remember there's a video on YouTube that says to my boyfriend G-Man. So go ahead.
But it's like
There's a video where she's hitting on
I've
G-Man
never
too,
been
and that's in
raised
Fundy
with
Archive.
People, there's also a video on YouTube
I
where
love
G-Man
black
picks up
people.
skunks.
And, you know, I was studying psychology
I heard
and
about that.
sociology.
I really want to know how far she got
don't-
into
yeah,
studying
Wait.
psychology.
I was studying.
She doesn't have a high
Mad.
school education.
You said something.
I did.
You repented,
Like-
and that's the most
did.
important.
It always
I-
makes it sound
I
like
just
she
wanted
like
to
graduated
tell you the
college
most
and she didn't.
painful thing I could
It's
throw
so
at you because you just
painful.
hurt me so bad at that
Well,
moment, and
Oh,
I'm learning not to react that way anymore.
it's your
because it's
fault,
toxic.
G-Man. You hurted me.
Yeah.
So I
And
was
like I said,
racist.
when I saw that video, when you talked about what was
It's
going on in
a
the
little bit
community, how the police are brutalizing people, and you didn't know this.
You know, in
you
my
didn't know that.
conversation with
I
the
believe that
Shani,
you
I
were
said,
being
"How far
sincere.
will you
And
go?
that's why
Like,
it
how
was
far
very
will you
easy for
go?
me to
Like,
say,
I
"Wanna
set
know what? I'm gonna
boundaries." And
treat
she
her as
said,
if she never
"I will
said that."
stop at
And a
rape
lot
and
of these
murder."
people in the community
Yeah.
can't understand that.
And I was
That
like,
you guys are being
"That's pretty
sincere
far,
with that
Shani."
repentance. You guys have
And
come
then
a
one day,
long way
she will
since those
murder.
days.
She will.
A long way
I'm telling
since
you,
those
she's a
days.
psycho.
Yeah, but it's like people like drag
whoever-
and
Danny's a little
they
bit
just want to
too.
just prolong
People
this
like
stuff, and
drag.
it's just like it's been going on
They're
for
all a little bit.
2.5
Last night, she
years,
said drag had a
guys.
rapist
Let it
mind.
go.
That was great.
Exactly.
My
All I
borderline
know is
came
that I have
out.
nothing but
I
love for
had
you
to
two,
kill him.
and that and that I forgive you. And
But
if you
how
ever
could
need
that be
anything from
possible
me,
with
if
her
there's something
fibro?
I can do for
I
you, if
just
I can
wanted to
defend you or
end
anything,
it. I
you
just
let me
wanted
know,
to
and I'll
end
be
it.
there. You know what I mean?
Headless.
Because despite our
Hold on.
differences and despite what
Good
happened,
alibi,
with
isn't it?
nobody on YouTube.
Someone who was
can claim,
diagnosed with
except for
fibro a
Jesus
while ago.
Christ,
Oh
Not
God, mute that
to claim he
fucker.
did for me what you guys.
It
what
just
you
means
did for me.
that you have a lot
So,
of pain when you move. It doesn't mean you can't
and
move.
that is not going to be forgotten. Shanny, you made
Oh,
some
And
good
she
Shani's
can't
videos in the
move.
past that I
that she
listened
won't
to
move.
that
Okay,
I intentionally
we know
ignored
that.
because I was mad too. A lot of people forget the things
Shanny
that
doesn't.
I said. I had some rants and I said some really
Well,
evil
maybe
stuff.
she'll learn
Not
something.
just about you, but
I
about
was in
mom
the
and everything
flesh.
that
I
I
was
deserve
in
to
the
be thrown
flesh. I
behind
was really
bars and
angry. I doxed people
persecuted
34
myself
times.
for
I
saying
gave
those things. And I'm happy that
Ted
you guys have
death
forgiven me for saying those
Mute
things.
him.
You know what I
wanna
mean?
hear you.
But me personally,
But I was in the flesh.
like I said, I love you
Poppin'.
guys. I appreciate everything that you guys have done for me.
Give me
And
money.
Like I said, I'm there for you guys if you need me, and I'm not
Give
ashamed
me money, guys.
to
Like,
say
I
that
needed popcorn
publicly,
for this shit show,
because
but I
I
didn't
believe
have
that
any
you two
extra
No,
don't
it's
get
a
enough
it's an
credit for
audio
the
audio
good
pop.
you've done in this community.
Could be me because sometimes my connection
Well,
gets a little
Thank
rough.
you.
Sorry.
That's really touching for you to say that. And like I said earlier, I just got to sort stuff out. It's like a
We're not
text
talking
puzzle or
about that.
something. It's
We're staying in the moment.
Okay.
Am I gonna
love
cash
here.
her head
No
in or
strings
poison
attached,
her?
and I want to keep it that way. You understand what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
know. I think Atlas has the right idea of how that's going to happen.
She ain't just saying that. No, I'm 100% dead serious. You understand what I'm saying? It
Dead
took a
serious.
long time for me to get to this place. You have no idea. You know what I mean? And I know how Shanny felt because
Well, that makes
and
7 of us watching this, G-Man.
You know, one could argue
Sorry,
that I
8.
kind of had that coming. So don't not the N word, but some of the other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, at that
Yeah.
time, nobody was acting sensitive, right, Shanny? So
yeah. So I greatly appreciate you guys coming on my YouTube channel. Anytime you want me,
Give
to
me money.
And I'm not doing nothing. I'll come to your YouTube channels. I hope you guys have seen them from a different light. Hear things come directly out of their own mouths, talk about the past, the present a little bit, and some recent stuff. They're not that bad, guys. And to be honest, we're all flawed. They can spend the next 2 hours talking about, hey, G-Man, let's talk about some of your raps and some of the things that you said. Hey,
They're
G-Man,
all flawed.
You know what I mean?
Just
but they're
like,
not doing that. We're
at
just
least
here
Rev
to
has a
promote
bunch of
better
money and he
and
gives
to
it to me.
uplift them and to encourage
So
them.
they're not all bad.
Hey, man, I'm totally white and I rap better than you.
You know what I mean? So, and a little bit about Shanny that I didn't know already.
I have no sense of rhythm.
It was awesome. Is there any last words that you guys want to make? You can even talk about the live chat if you want, whatever you guys want. It's your time now.
well, I want Veckel to know really quick that Paladin guy's lying. We don't claim that we're writing sins down in heaven. Okay, we're not claiming to be taken.
Where does this come from?
Okay.
Though the person's actually talking about the lore of the angels. Those angels.
in here, but he's up
That
there.
that cremated eyeshadow palette is
recording
$60.
everything. The actual Metatron.
It's $58 for that eyeshadow palette.
Oh wow.
Okay.
He's experiencing through me, but it's fine. Our brothers in Christ do not believe this. This is a spiritual truth for me and Shanny. That's it.
A spiritual
Right.
truth that you're an archangel.
And
not
God bless everybody. Jesus Christ is Lord. If you don't know him, it's really time.
I really am
now.
starting to think that this
That's
delusion of the
Okay,
archangel
it's
really
time
is
for him
Rev's.
to write your name in the book of life,
And
because
Shanny's
it's
just kind of
over. He's
feeding
coming
it.
soon. That's it, G. I love you, bro.
Amen.
It's kind of hard to say, isn't it, though? Being that they're both delusional.
I just want to say
Yeah.
thank you for
That's
everyone
pretty weird.
who wanted to listen to us and participate in this. And
Surprised I didn't find out you went live. My voice back up.
In lieu of payment
problem. This was a
for
treat for
this
me. I've
interview,
dreamt
G-Man
about
will
this.
get
We
the
get us- the three
Pennsylvania
of us
house
on here.
again
We can
and
talk
do
and
a
feeling loving
throuple
and forgiving
with
towards
Rev
each other
and Shanny
and
once
showing each other
COVID
grace
is
and
gone
not,
and safe.
you know,
I'm going to
being
actually
close to
say
each other,
not the
you know?
throuple. I'm going to say that Rev's going to get
All right.
cucked.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most popular
Listen, Rev,
woman
if you want to give
in
someone
the
an
absolutely
album,
cut.
immediate community right now, and I do
I
not
need to go back home and get some good lebanon bologna.
Please don't
You mean
hurt
to
me,
tell me that
Shanny,
Shanny can
please.
find a fourth guy to fuck her in order to cuck Rev?
I'm
No
gonna,
prostitutes
I
exist.
believe you can go if you want. I'm going to say a few things while you guys go.
Yeah, I
All right.
think
And Phil,
G-Man's
love
dumb
you.
enough.
I love you
You're my
too.
brother.
Fuck
Gotcha,
you,
man.
Shanny.
Gotcha.
Peace.
All right, God bless.
You
So,
disgusting, vulgar, vile piece of shit.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. I hope you got to see Revelation News and Shanny Price in a different light. And I hope that you guys understand
This is wildly entertaining. Yeah, exactly.
Marvel and Shanny and Rev, give Shanny and Rev, the great Shanny and Rev, they give you guys, the audience, an opportunity to see them in a different light.
They didn't look different to me. They just looked the same as they always
It
do.
literally looked like he was just trying to gaslight everybody.
You look like a desperate for money piece of shit.
I have to destroy him first. And then we can talk.
Let's not forget that it was G-Man who's weaponizing Shanny. Remember, he was mad at Drag. He got Shanny to go after him.
Sunday.
That's why she's got us sad now. That teddy bear is so annoying. I just want to take it and shove it right into his mouth. Just shove it in there.
Wow,
Jesus
that's
Christ,
intense.
I hate these fuckers.
Like, be careful you don't go fucking Dexter. Like, hell.
Right?
No, Exalt. I think you hit something here.
It's so stupid.
No,
Why is
okay.
it sitting there?
The words of Exiled is her opinions of only of Exiles. I'm not responsible.
I may. To anybody interested in the outside chat, Go back
guys
to
are-
the old G-Man videos
If you're on the YouTube channel,
from the
if you're
period where
of the,
he was still working
out there,
at the barrel warehouse,
who
and
else is
see
out
if you can find that old teddy bear in some of the
Um,
old videos when he used to film from a living room.
Oh, he does. Oh, that's a cute little teddy bear. But
It's
why do you have it?
stupid.
It looks like one you would get for $1 around fucking Valentine's Day. I bet you he bought that for himself because he was lonely as fuck this past Valentine's Day because he didn't have a date.
Does it have a heart nose? Yes, it has a heart nose. You're probably right,
It's like
Kitty.
one of those like $2, like you get them for like $1.99 or something like that at Walmart.
I was going to say gas station.
Yeah, same
Nah,
difference.
G-Man totally shops at Walmart.
Yeah,
No,
so
G-Man at Walmart's high class.
that teddy bear is an archangel sitting on his shoulder.
Yeah.
If Walmart's high class for you, where do you
For
shop?
sure. Aw,
Porpoise,
spooky
you really
too.
have not watched a lot of G-Man, have you?
No. I have a feeling I don't want. I have a feeling it's something I would be entertained by, but still just sickened by. And it's not like Von Helton, where his conspiracy stuff is just hilarious.
This is so good.
These Black Lives Matter, they did take a kneel peacefully, and you didn't fucking listen to them.
I want them to do a hate video on me. This is so good.
I'm with Ice-T. I'm with Snoop Dogg. I love black people. Black people after being robbed. I love black people.
It's okay, Shannon. I want you to know
Vicky St. Mayo.
Yeah.
that I will probably be on Kiwi Farm someday myself, in the same section.
No, you won't.
He was in Death Bats. I don't think it's always about self-awareness for Kiwi Farms.
Or you mean lack of self-awareness?
Yeah, lack of self-awareness.
Oreo Jenkins, the Negrodom. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Black Lives Matter, they did take a kneel peacefully, and you didn't fucking listen to them. Is there lingering racism in me?
Did you see the air freshener in that shot?
Oh no.
Yeah, it's in there when she gets real close.
Oh, really?
I bothered
Yeah,
consuming more.
it's one of the ones that are motorized that would spray.
Oh my God, really?
Whitey Crawford.
That's okay. Indiana, UK is next to Colorado, Japan.
Okay, folks.
Folks.
Like when you accept Jesus, it changes your DNA. I believe.
I think that's my favorite line.
It would be amazing if that were true.
What the fuck did she do in the White House that made her so great anyway? Is it because she's black? Is that the only greatness?
She has better Christmas trees, bitch.
Right?
I mean, that's a given. But she also actually cared about, kids eating a somewhat balanced fucking diet while at school.
Yeah.
And exercising because childhood obesity rates were going through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake, they tried to say that fucking tomato sauce and ketchup were vegetables.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, that shit ain't gonna fly.
That was Reaganomics.
Well, because they literally
Trickle-down
don't
nutrition.
care. They don't care. I mean, their kids are going to private schools where, they actually have decent meals. It's what can we do as cheap as possible because the only funding for schools essentially comes from property taxes, which is systemic in its way of keeping poor and people of color down. Because if all the properties around you aren't worth very much, then the taxes are low, and that means the school's underfunded. Whereas, the richer, usually much whiter neighborhoods end up having better funding for their schools.
That's why I think we should get rid of the property tax and just do like local sales taxes of like 1%.
Treats. I thought the one with the treats. I was like, what? Treat.
Laura's bit about G-Man for getting in with the treats.
What kind of monstrosity
She
are you
meant
about to
threats.
unleash upon me?
I'm looking for it. I think I found it. Here we go. All right.
Hell.
All right. Are you ready
I'm
for
afraid.
this?
But it's on YouTube, so it can't be the worst thing I've seen.
Are you?
Wait, the
yeah,
one
we've
with the
seen worse.
treats.
It's Laura. It's safe. If it's the same Laura I'm thinking of.
I have seen Shanny. Okay, so like this is nothing.
Yes,
The one with the
mistakes were
treats.
made. I clicked on a link. It could not be undone.
It's like,
Interesting.
treat, Shanny, treat.
It's literally like when you see someone go to throw a cat into the water and they try to like turn around and go the other direction, like in midair, where they're just like, mistakes were made. Fuck.
Mistakes were made.
So I may have linked her work to Demi just for an opinion, and she's like, "What the fuck, bitch?"
Who? What? To Demi?
I may have linked Shanny's work to Demi, and she's like, "What the fuck, bitch?"
Oh, perfect. Let Demi go at.
Yeah, Demi kind
Shanny.
of deserves it though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shanny
even-
deserves it. Shanny deserves it.
Even Demi won't touch this shit.
Yeah.
All right.
What
Some
does that
people,
say about the rest of us?
they have
We're bored and have
standards.
nothing better. We're terrible people. Most of us are.
Yeah, terrible.
Hey, I'm not making videos about this stuff, so
Not you,
like, I mean, I've got that at least.
I need to give a disclaimer. I know that Faith was getting upset at me, and she just wants world peace and whatnot. But like,
Faith. Sorry.
keep an eye on like real quick. Like, I just wanted to like let Faith know that Mrs. D was brutally attacked with Shanny's words and thrown out of the hangout yesterday because of being married to drag. But that's like really terrible because Mrs. D is like kicking Mrs. D is like kicking a bunny, and that is not cool. And so like I'm not very stoked about that. That being said, like if I am kind or if I hold back or I'm being, decent in a hangout, I look at it as a parlay. I look at it as sitting down at the table, and what is it? The concept of frith or whatever that is that Ocean Keltoy talks about, where you just you aren't setting out to be friends with the person, but you're having a moment of peace and you're having a conversation. I can totally do that, and that's what that is. So don't not mistake me as being best friends with Shanny. There's a reason why when she said I'm gonna hug you, I didn't say yeah, I'm gonna hug you back. Okay, so yes, end of disclaimer. Thank you.
This means peace within a group.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, let me talk to Faith.
Oh,
dear Faith, why are you enabling that bitch? That's what.
She's got her glasses on. This is serious.
Why are you enabling Shanny for Christ? That's what I have to say to her. I've seen her in the chat. I've seen her reply back to a comment that I left. Okay. This is not healthy. What you're doing and helping this person make videos 24/7 about every thought that crosses her mind, every bad impulse she has, every suicidal thought she has. Yeah. Every time she has to have a conversation with her husband, she has to do it on a live stream, dude. This is not healthy. This is not normal. It's not good for her. And if you gave one half of a shit about her, you would give her no more attention, no more positive attention at all. So you're part of the problem, Faith. That's what I have to say to Faith. Thank you.
Sorry.
Is there any other general announcements that we need to make? Because I have a video to show in a moment.
It's very bright. Yeah.
I should apologize for all the people I'm interrupting. Not four. Two. All
right.
You're not interrupting anyone.
Is it really bright? Hang on, I can fix something.
It's only bright because I'm back here in this back room.
Well, I mean, I am reflecting light. I mean, I'm so fucking white. I reflect light.
Yes, true enough.
I cause a glare.
It's true.
Hey, I love my alabaster skin.
I do
though.
too.
Like, I'm proud of it.
You're gorgeous.
Ivory.
I usually have a farmer tan this time of year, so
If I
still
was
pretty
to,
white.
if I was to make you into something, like if I was drawing you, I'd probably make you into a Valkyrie. I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I could get behind that. A Valkyrie or a
Too.
vampire.
Mm.
Like vampires have always been vampires and kitsune have been my two favorite mythical creatures.
All right.
right.
This video is being played for you for your educational purposes of the things that G-Man is capable of and what he does.
Ooh,
Why am I going to regret this?
I'm gonna mute.
This is a really long video.
Thanks to Gary Coleman, the short guy from Different Strokes, because G-Man had been having a hissy fit about being labeled as short. G-Man went crazy and decided that he would maliciously punish other people.
Okay, Porpoise, we can all read.
I don't mind purpose reading. You don't need to shut it down.
Completely uninvolved in what Drag was doing. The video has been edited to remove any personal information doxed by G-Man. It's just a matter of...
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're listening to right now is Dragnut on his YouTube channel, violating my terms
Oh, the
of service.
threats, not the treats.
So, this is what we're going to do here. If Dragnut... Hold on a minute.
Number of doxes.
Yeah, number of
Dragnut
threats.
does not do something about that video on his YouTube channel, you guys about to learn some things about Dragnut. You guys about to learn some things about Hannah, Redline, and I don't care how mad they get at me. You get mad at this guy. Okay? I know Redline's real name. I know what Hannah looks like, and all of you are about to know what she looks like too. On camera. If it's okay for you to use my real name, then it's okay for me to use your real name. And guess what? I can delete this afterward just like you can, Dragnut. Now you want to play with me? You got 3 minutes. That's all I got to say. And I'm gonna start off with Hannah. I'm gonna start off with Hannah.
This is how you know G-Man is actually not funny. He's funny, but he's very serious. Number of threats, sus 7.
Yeah, he gets pretty out there.
He's not intentionally funny.
But don't worry, he
Yeah.
was in the flesh. He was in the flesh.
So anyway, he's still over there poking fun at about it, thinking it's okay to dot drop people. Hannah Zubby, your name's going on here today, and everyone's gonna know what you look like. You're gonna be the very first one. Then after that, he'll start taking things seriously.
Oh, hi, Larry.
Redline, you're next, dude.
I can't do a heart, Such.
Hey, let me go back over there and see my name still in that title. I'm sick and tired of these people. Then we're gonna get JD Kane and the rest of these guys. All right. So let me just get my memory chip here so I can show you guys how this
Your
girl
memory
looks,
chip?
right?
Yeah.
Give me a second here.
Sticks it up
I
his
have to
nose.
take out my old memory card in this thing first before I can do that. Just give me a second here.
Yeah, he saved it. He saved that shit.
Does it mean his USB flash
you're
drive?
about to get it.
Just
And
let
Redlines
him
as
do
well.
his shit.
Okay.
He went from
If I
angry
go
to
back on
calm.
that
Now
channel
wait
and he's
for it.
laughing about this, and no title has changed, he has not agreed to do it. You know what's gonna happen, and then that's it. You guys ain't gonna respect my privacy. I don't see the point of respecting his. I can go on Facebook and I can show you some things about Dragnut too. I have no problem with that, and I can also show you what I found out about him as well too. No biggie. We're not gonna respect each other's privacy. Then you know what? Enough's enough. I'm tired of this. Nobody's information on here safe no more.
Okay, Gary Moore.
Just give me a second here.
Wait, so he was talking to, he said Gary Coleman. So like that's not G-Man's
No. Gary Coleman is not G-Man's actual name.
You can go find G-Man's actual name in the first video on his channel. Yeah. That's how I know who he is.
Y'all don't have access to, like, fucking idiot. He's fucking stupid.
So anyway, guys, if you want to know who Hannah Zubby is,
Ding,
yeah,
ducks.
not as stupid as you're gonna look, and as angry as we're gonna be at you soon. So if you want to know who Hannah Zubby is and what her real name is, I'm pretty sure somebody's already putting her real name in the live chat right now. All they want, I'm pretty sure they're doing that right now. But you know what? That's not gonna stop me anyway. Okay, I'm also gonna tell you guys where Hannah lives at too.
Oh my God.
I'm going to tell where a
and
woman
not just Hannah.
in New
Not
York
just
lives.
I'm gonna do it to
to strangers.
and everybody else on here until I
Number
get some
of threats,
respect on here
21.
regarding my privacy. You guys are calling my job. Now you guys are putting my name in the title of your videos. You want to play with me? We're gonna play. Period.
22.
And I got proof that Boom is a pedophile. I got the phone call where he's talking to a little child. You want to play with me? We're gonna play.
I don't even know who Boom is.
It's
Nobody
Boom La Boom.
does.
No, nobody
Boom La
contact
Boom.
me later saying, G-Man, you're crazy. I don't want to hear that.
Why
And
didn't you
Dragon,
turn
if
that
you're gonna
shit
get
into
a
the
YouTube
police,
channel later,
Scary?
I know you're gonna keep the title up there.
If you have
We're at-
evidence, you
we're at
should turn that over to the
25
cops.
threats already.
All right. Just for clarity, Boom La Boom was not actually doing what G-Man said he was doing.
Right, okay.
G-Man's just incredibly misunderstanding
One
what's
more
going
minute, and I'll
on.
tell you Hannah's W's real
All
name.
right.
One more.
Period.
One more a minute. I'm trying to find the memory card.
Stop calling it a memory card.
Memory card.
Drag's doing it in the background. He's having fun.
Come to Jersey City.
Memory card.
This reminds me of Drag's My Fibro video.
I forgot how much of this is him watching Drag make fun of him.
So, to show everybody that I'm not playing around, Hannah, you're first, okay? Hannah's real name is Hannah. Okay, that's her real
Yeah,
name.
he
And
did
yes,
that.
I know where she lives
One.
in New York. I'll be
Hey.
showing her in person with my camera, and I will put a live show on where she lives. Hannah,
What? That's
all right?
so not normal.
So, you want to know
Then
how
they will
Hannah
show
looks?
up at her house.
Just give me a second here, and I'll show all of you how Hannah looks.
He's doxing
So
people's
Dragon
very
thinks I'm
unique
playing around
names
here.
too. Like he's
Yeah.
got a name
Now,
where
let's
there's
see if he's
several of
still
them.
laughing about that before I should put Hannah's face on here. And I will put a live show on.
What a great guy.
Be careful with
Because
my
keep
real
laughing,
name.
Dragnet. Keep
Because my
laughing,
name
dude.
is-
This is funny.
He's yelling
Keep
at the
laughing,
computer.
Dragnet. I want you to keep laughing. Keep laughing.
He's going
Yeah,
to.
yeah, he's laughing. He's
No, just
yelling at
You just gotta watch him.
So, does G-Man have a baby carrot too? Like,
Probably.
that insecure?
No, he's got a UTI.
So now that
He has
knows
the
that
dick
I'm
flu.
not playing no more, I'm
Well,
gonna show
I
you how
mean,
Hannah looks.
vaginas, like the
Just
way
give me a
that they're
second here.
designed, like women
Exactly.
Because you
have
guys
chronic
forgot that I
UTIs.
have copies of the
So
meetup
there
too.
might be
You guys
something
ain't the
to
only
that
ones at the meetup.
baby
I
carrot.
got it too. I got it just like you do. All right.
Oh,
So
he doesn't
I
have a
got
computer on his
everybody
phone.
on camera. So Dragnet, what's it gonna be, Dragnet? You want to keep laughing, Dragnet? Because I got video proof of this, Junior.
That's right. He was mad at Drag, so Hannah gets retaliation.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense. Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Not Drag.
I
Drag
already
already
know
knows
that
that.
Hannah's
G-Man, a lesson about vengeance. We don't involve people
It's a
who are
true
involved.
appearance on
Just
computer.
let him go.
I
Let him
already
go.
know that you
He was also
are
mad
Gary
at
Ridgeway. I already know
Drag,
it, dude.
so
I'm already
Jade's
in the
burning in hell.
process of
Because this is
prosecuting
Yeah.
G logic.
You keep playing games with me. I'm not playing, dude. Seriously. Come on,
There's
bad
people
things has happened to
crazy
me.
people
I'm gonna show you
online.
guys
Like
Hannah right now.
literally, he could get
Yeah,
somebody
second side is
fucking
in red
killed
lines next if this continues.
because people
And
take
I'm
this
tired
shit way
of
too
telling you
fucking
guys this.
serious.
Does he dox Redline? I hope he does.
Give me a
No,
second.
I don't think he
He
does.
doesn't
Hold
come
on.
close to doxing
I'll show
anybody.
you
Darn.
right now.
He
Hold on.
talks
It's a whole
as
bunch of
women.
threats.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, he
Hold on.
actually does
Sort
dox.
of.
People.
He
Come on,
does
the
dox
worst things gonna
Hannah.
happen
So
to me. Yeah? You wait until I start getting on here and I start talking to my boys on here and whatnot. You ain't seen nothing yet. Trust
my
me.
boys. Who is he talking about?
Hannah's the one wearing the
Hey,
orange and
Tori.
Maybe his
blue coat. Hold
autistic
on.
daughter that he supposedly has.
Look, it's JD Kane.
I bet everybody's
And they
really
have to have
thrilled
still
they
shots
Oh,
and
this is
pictures
when they're
of
at the
us in New York.
restaurant in New York,
Don't
and
worry, I got more than
it was
just this.
offered to G-Man that he could order whatever he wanted on the menu. So he orders this huge,
You
expensive
already
thing,
know
and it
what
doesn't
Hannah
eat
looks like.
half of it.
It's all good.
G-Man, the memory stick you're referring to is called an SD card.
Don't correct him. He can't hear you.
Is eating his food, and that will be edited out as well, Hannah, right? And this is Hannah. She'll be edited.
That's Hannah's lubby, guys. Okay? So, now, what about Redline? Redline keeps talking about how it's illegal to everybody to see his face and whatnot. So, let's try this, Dragnet. Let's go back to your YouTube channel now.
You might turn it
Okay?
stone.
And then let's see. Because we're going after Miss Dragnet, too.
Why? Oh, why am I asking?
Okay? So, now, ladies
So,
and
like,
gentlemen,
she
you guys
doesn't
probably think I don't know
fucking say
nothing about his wife.
anything. Like, she
Oh,
doesn't get
trust
involved.
me. I know plenty about
G-Man
his
phones
wife
Mrs.
and
Dragger,
her
sends her
family.
text
I
messages
know
all
a
the
lot
time.
about it. And like I said,
Hey,
you guys
Fernand.
respect my privacy. You went after my job already. Now you think it's okay? No.
Day's over. It's
Nobody
over.
went after his job. That's
So anyway,
Somebody did.
tomorrow, if this continues
Quote
tomorrow,
unquote. Somebody called
I
his
will
work
reveal
quite a lot.
Oh, okay.
And I don't care about
That
Red
somebody
Line's stupid
happens to hang out with.
I honestly don't.
Red's Rhetoric, huh? Or did at the
Imagine
With
that.
the best of them.
Shocker.
I can buy a plane ticket, come to Houston, and go upside Dragnut's head. I don't got a problem with that.
Dragnut would kick your
And I'll
ass.
do it right in front of his wife and
No,
his kids.
Drag wouldn't kick his ass. He'd just close the door and go back inside.
All right?
I think
You
you
guys
death
think this
punch,
is funny.
bitch.
I'll do it in front of his
let's get
wife
something
and
straight
kid.
here. Let's not forget something. It ain't just these guys'
No,
information
that's
that I
probably
got
right.
too.
But Dragnut could kick his
A
ass.
lot of you watching this, I got your info too.
This guy just needs to get off the internet.
He
Like,
does.
he takes this shit way too fucking serious.
Like, okay, so yeah, this is basically what
Enough's
this
enough.
is.
From now on, I will no longer be
Isn't that
calling her
most of
Hannah.
what we watch here?
He's basically the male version of Shanny.
Being a jerk. Because her daddy's a Muslim. It's like a mother's a Muslim.
Consumption.
But don't worry, I'm gonna make sure they find out what's going on here. I'm gonna make it my like ambition to make sure that they know what's going on.
Admittedly,
You guys are
Tooth
gonna support- I'm
makes it more tolerable.
Hannah's gonna
He
be the computer
sounds like
hacker.
a
I know.
fucking raging chipmunk. And I'm okay with that.
Get tired of this.
Yeah, fast is
Oh
good.
my gosh.
Faster
Don't
is
exist
better.
anymore. Mark my word. Channel's done. Every video I see on YouTube that has my name in it is getting flagged.
Well, this is much better like this.
Copyright claim on Fiona and several other people on here too. Especially Drake, since he has my music on his channel multiple times without getting my
There's
permission.
6
I'm worried about it.
doxes already.
Enough. You want to play with
And
me?
one threat of
Everybody
physical
give me a
violence.
Now listen to Drake laugh again. But I'm sure he thinks this is pretty funny. Redline your next, dude. Seriously. I'm going to flag your channel down because you have violated. Let me show you guys something here. I'm not even gonna bother screen sharing. He's been doing G-Man exposed between all of the slander, between all of the times he used my real name on here, violated my likeness, slandered me, called my job, and physically got me fired. This buffoon is done. Mark my words. I done had it. I have reached my limit on here. If nobody else is gonna be man or woman enough to say something to that jerk, I'm gonna be one right back.
His first video
But like
on
nobody
his-
got him fired. He was
Okay, so
still
I'll show you something
fucking
right
working there. He lied about being fired.
Yeah.
and his-
Wait. He's bringing out the
I'll
weapon.
see you in New Jersey, dude. If you get Triple H with this, dude, I'll see you in my neck of the woods again, dude. I'm gonna show you who ain't 5'11", dude. Seriously.
And the first video on his channel
Come
gets
here,
his real
my
name.
privacy, and then laugh at me when it happens, and then don't talk to nobody about it. Fine. I'm violating everybody's privacy.
Yes, that's a sledgehammer. He brought out a sledgehammer.
Disgusting demonic community. No more being nice to these people.
Demonic immunity?
We're not the ones doxing people and threatening physical violence on the internet, dude.
I have yet to see Drag bring a weapon on camera yet.
I'm not playing with you. And Miss Dragnet, mark my
Say
word.
demonic immunity?
Mark my word. I will get all of you. Don't play with me. And your kids.
He hasn't come out with the hammer yet, has he?
He did.
He has. Oh, he did. Okay.
Just sledgehammer, yeah.
Is this the one where he yelled, "I'm going to stomp a mud hole into you"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stomp a mud hole in you.
He needs fucking medication or something. And lots of counseling.
No, I think he needs to learn how to run a marathon faster than a
Redline hacked his
Oh God.
So Redline, put your face on camera, dude. Because if you don't, I'm doing it tomorrow. And I'm putting your name out there. You know, technically, you already said your name on here multiple times. Hannah shouldn't be too surprised by this, since her name is public information too on Skype. She also had a Facebook page. So don't go there with don't drop yourself. According to your own wacky arguments, Ms. D dropped herself. All of his family members dropped themselves when they decided to get on social media. I'm not playing with Dragnet. So again, Dragnet got on YouTube and put my full name, my proper name on the title of his YouTube video. Now it's gonna be a war on here. You want it to push, and you want to push, you want to work. You gotta think you own the internet, right? You gotta think you own it, right? You ain't gotta worry about catching Steve playing no more. But all of you are gone. That's what I'm telling you right now. Every last one of you are gone. I don't have it here. And no more Christians should be taking this nonsense no more. They want to violate our privacy. Dude, just tell me where you live. I will buy a plane ticket and I will be that's right. Wait a minute. I already know you live at Dragnet. You think about that. This guy keeps talking about he's in the military. You know what? These people are like, this big game. You know, that don't take on anybody. We're gonna see this how tough Dragnet is soon enough, guys. When I say I'm gonna embarrass this guy, I'm gonna embarrass him. But I'm gonna do it in person. No more of this computer screen garbage. When I'm not in person, do it. Let's see you. I'm gonna send him right back to doing again.
Oh
this time
my
I'm coming with the
God.
law. I'm not playing with him. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, when I met these guys, I played a chess game with MP. I put my phone down. Hannah claimed she didn't know it was my phone. As many times she's been when you went to places on
Or is it that no one knows what Jimmy is talking about?
Okay, and then when I realized it wasn't mine, he brought it back downstairs. You honestly believe I believe that? And I don't think the police are gonna believe that. Especially all of this Ridgeway guy, who we all know is right now is one of them.
Hold on.
And Redline is being accused of being this Ridgeway guy. Okay, calling my job and getting me fired. Which I have all the
Oh,
proof
you're
of.
going back out. All
He
right.
does a Google Hangout bragging, having a guy roll. This is how I got on Gmail's phone.
This
You
is
couldn't
so
have
much
did that.
better.
He, doing a show. You got that because you went in the back of my phone, or rather you went in my settings and you took my personal information. I know how you got my info. Don't
So
worry,
much
you're not gonna be able to
better
deny
on
it.
that.
You can say your
Seriously,
evidence that you did.
like, Alvin in the chat.
Look at the number of threats he's made.
It's insane. How many minutes into the video are we on this? And there's already 78 threats, 7 doxes,
I know.
physical violence.
18 minutes out of
We're 18
49
minutes in. Fuck me, sideways.
Man, that is what I'm to be referred to as. When you want to make a person with me, you're going to wish you never showed your personal information to me. That's all I got to say. In more ways than one.
100 threats so far at 25
I want to make sure that
minutes.
this is understood. We are no longer respecting each other's privacy here on the internet. I want to make sure that is perfectly understood here, right?
Fast forward it again.
Don't need prima donna. If you don't like it, the fuck was boyfriend Dragnet. Talking about some G-Man, if you dare like what happened before, what you gonna do, mail a bomb to my house? I already have video proof that Dragnet.
All right, I know I didn't hear that right.
Are you people that stupid?
Yeah, he said, "Are you gonna mail a bomb to my house?" He did say that.
And then he's like, "Are you stupid?"
I thought I heard him call Dragnot his boyfriend.
Oh my god. Summer of G-Man.
This is what I'm talking about. These people claim, first of all, what did he say not that long ago, guys? And I'm not talking to the atheists on here. Because as far as I'm concerned, atheists are nothing but a bunch of murderers. That's it. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. You're godless, moronic murderers.
You're the one threatening physical violence, asshole.
I wasn't worth this time 2 days ago. Then this buffoon
Okay,
just
yeah.
They're murderers.
I had to
Are you a bunch of murderers?
He makes all these arguments, yet every time I post a video, the judge posting a video, only this time, you put my real name in the title. Why do you suppose he did that? I don't know. Maybe he's hungry for attention because I've been ignoring him.
Ignoring him. It looks like you've been ignoring him.
I want to let the Christians know something. This is never coming from a Christian. Christians shouldn't act this way.
He's so thirsty for attention.
That's all I got to say. There are a few people like Shanny Christ who can't call my phone and talk to me because Shanny
He's
has had
so
people
mad.
CPS on her when she didn't even do anything.
Right, she didn't do anything. She didn't take care of her fucking kids.
You are a good, competent mother, and that these people are doing this.
According to Von Helton, that's not the
All we
plan.
do, find out who's the one doing it. That's it.
Yeah, and that guy, fucking hell, I didn't know anything about him. Kentucky CPS take the kid 14 fucking times.
We're going down memory lane again soon, guys. And it ain't gonna be pretty.
11.
It ain't gonna be pretty. When I do memory lane,
Yeah, 11.
Von Helton's kids were taken 11
It was
times.
a
with
little,
CPS.
all right, it was
11
being a little
times, sorry.
hyperbolic. 11, not 14.
maybe since you got me fired from my job, maybe I should call your college university.
Is it really that hyperbolic?
And tell them to look at what you're doing on the internet.
But really, 11, 14, who's counting at this point?
In the military, maybe I should make some attention and let them see what you're doing
By
online.
counting Kentucky CPS currently.
This is great that she logged the number of threats, doxes, and physical violence.
Out fraud!
Does he pick up the thing again?
No, but there's other times where he has other weapons.
Yeah, he's had a machete. He's had a sledgehammer.
He had a bayonet.
He had a well, it's a machete, the bayonet.
No, there was a
That's how
machete
he
that
does
was
it.
separate. The machete was separate. It was actually a legit machete, and there was actually a bayonet.
Okay.
And the bayonet was at work.
Okay, hold on a minute. Let's see something here.
And I think he may have also had a crowbar.
Doxing again.
We're at 10 docs, 10 separate docs of people, 11
I use this phone now.
12 people.
Well,
And you never will.
He doxed somebody that like we don't even know too.
You on the other hand are gonna wish you never met me.
Good job.
I can arrange that too.
Oh,
You're gonna violate my privacy and take it to a whole nother level.
Like, I wanted to think G-Man was a Poe. When I literally first was introduced to G-Man, I
Yeah.
thought, dude, this guy's a Poe. But that was like when you were talking with Godless Engineer. After everything I've seen, there's no way. Like, this man is for real, and it makes my soul hurt. Like, I don't even believe in the soul, but it makes it fucking hurt.
Yeah, my non-existent soul hurts.
Call her right now, guys. But she ain't the only one. Wait a minute, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Remember how the G podcast, you guys kept calling over and over and over and over again? You remember that? I'm talking to the atheists. I would never do this with atheists. But to you atheists out there. Just wait a minute here. Hold on.
all 3 super mutants, and not one of them is G-Man.
Is this where he calls 911?
Kyle! Kyle! You guys
Call 911 on Elf.
Yeah, he does call 911. I just don't know if it's
I got
on
no
this
problem
one.
with that.
Oh, I
There's
can't
another
wait.
one he called 911, yeah.
Real phone number. Now,
Oh,
I would give you,
please let it be
I don't care.
this.
I don't care.
I don't know if he
Because they
included
don't
it
get
on it.
the moment I finish. And I'm still gonna make my atheist videos. I'll create a new one I got tomorrow. What part of C channel you don't understand? You want to violate my privacy? Tune in tomorrow. Same G-Man time, same G-Man channel. Red line, you better talk to your source.
That was funny. That was actually
Holy
funny.
hell.
Same G-Man.
Like, 5 threats of violence, doxing 14 times. Like, it's fucking gross.
All right.
But he felt better afterwards, though. That's
Okay,
all that
but
matters. See, that's
Here's
why
the thing,
he's like
if you want to
Shanny.
make that video, go for it, but then delete it when you're done. Don't actually post it out there. Like, if you want to do it for the catharsis, God bless, so to speak. Like, but don't actually put it out there because People
Right.
get hurt.
No,
No, but
They
he
don't
doesn't
care.
care. He's a psycho.
they're
G-Man.
both the same. Shanny for Christ and G-Man. They both are addicted to the internet and vent their frustrations to the internet. Like, it's almost as if you just had an argument with your husband,
Oh, yeah.
you can't just have it privately. You have to put it out there. It's
I
just
forgot.
crazy.
He did dox
What?
Kyle. Kyle had nothing to do with anybody. He was just on non-sec minding his own business. He doesn't hang out with Drag or anybody, and he just doxes Kyle just because. That's
My address book. It's available. Yeah.
Here's Kyle.
Here it
If you
is.
want to see him.
Hey man, after watching this, if you want to get my real life name, it's available because I was a reporter for a site that is now defunct. You can get my city too, not hard.
So
Oh,
yeah,
good times.
I mean, cuckoo.
Okay, so Katie, I need to. What are your closing thoughts on this video?
Well, I actually had already seen this one when Drag showed it, but like seeing it again, like it's kind of a gut punch, honestly. Like, I mean, these are people's lives that he's playing with. Like, there are some really unhinged people out there, and someone could legit get hurt. And I'm surprised he still has a channel after that, to be honest.
Yep, that's what got
Amazing.
Brett King banned originally.
That's crazy.
Doxed one person.
Spackle, do you recall when G-Man threatened to put up Hana's docs on posters on every street corner in New York?
Yeah, and we were wondering how long it'd take him to walk.
Wasn't he running around there screaming for Nate and screaming
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
Hannah?
so when this happened, Tyler and I sat down and we did some research, and we found a guy who defined a corner as two streets that intersect where traffic will cross. So that could either be a four-way intersection or a T-section.
Mm-hmm.
So corners of a bend or pedestrian walks meeting a street don't count as corners. Then he counted all of the corners that would be on Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
So using Manhattan as the metric of, because we just have a number for that, we figured out how many sheets of paper G-Man would need to put up on all of these corners. So T-sections would get 2, intersections would get 4, like a lamppost on each corner.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, we figured out how many boxes of office paper he would have, what that would cost, and then the photocopying in order to have the posters made. He's up over $800, and there's no way he's carrying that from New Jersey to New York on the back of his bike.
Oh, okay.
We never bothered to include the cost of tape.
Right, because that would be just too
And
much.
the best we figured is by the time he would start doing this and he would finish all the posters, the majority of the first posters would have probably fallen off the posts.
Yeah, he's so nuts. All right, and with that, I'm going to actually close this. And if y'all want to visit, you'll have to go to a Discord. And thanks for keeping us company, those in chat.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
I like to keep busy when G-Man's live, so that way he doesn't get the attention. It looks like Drag wasn't going, so.
Hey, I'm down for that.
I forgot that he threatened to dox JD's kids. I forgot about that. That's so.
He's such a nice guy.
So how long
Your definition of nice and mine are not the same thing.
How long will it take before
sweetheart?
So now that I've appeared here, how long will it take before I become one of G-Man's targets?
This is a porpoise of the sinister kind.
Yeah, that'll probably make
Watch out
it
for
easier.
her. She's coming at you.
She's coming at you.
Damn,
Sideways.
my dimples look like really in this light. My little like smile lines and dimples show up a lot. I hate it.
You're so cute. And I've been too busy stalking Shanny in her real life, so I'm no